Hello everyone, and welcome to Tabletop Obscura presents Revenge of the Runelords. We're waiting on a couple of people.
Hello. It is currently just the two of us.
It is currently just the two of us. We're waiting on Dwarf, and Nixie is stuck in traffic, and Tara is stuck in something. I'm not sure. You want evil points for evil things? Okay. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. I was recently...
Also, apologies. There you go.
I was just going to say, I was recently introduced to the concept of duet games, which I find interesting.
What's?
So, TTRPG, but it's one-on-one. So
I mean, you see a lot of different, like, solos for TTRPGs.
Yeah. Like, I play Rune from time to time, which is a single-player TTRPG.
There's a, and it's actually, yeah, I think it is my, you know what? It might be my internet. Because we did change providers today, and they changed over my internet before actually, hold on a sec, I gotta mute that. They did change, they activated it before they frickin' sent me the modem, so I'm using my old modem with the new internet.
So it's a little bit wonky.
Well, everything else except for Foundry is at a normal pace.
Yeah. It's just being
which
a
is
little
just
bit funny.
weird.
Mm.
Oh, I got exciting news.
Yeah.
The rest don't need to hear it. We won the ticket raffle for being able to purchase tickets for Dragonsteel Nexus in Salt Lake City for December. That's the Brandon Sanderson convention, which I'm super excited about. Yeah, because it's a smaller venue, and there was so much high demand for it. You actually had to apply for a raffle to be able to buy the tickets.
Okay.
Yup. So, yeah, I'm excited because we got our tickets. Although, sadly, because it's in December, there are no Qantas frequent flyer flights. Because we've been saving up points for ages. So last time we flew was in 2024, and we've got like 350,000 Qantas points, which would have gotten us there and back, and then had extra to upgrade one of our flights to like an economy plus for comfort. And there are not a single Qantas frequent flyer flight available in the entire month.
Well, December.
Yeah. Well.
So have you been noting that issue with PF2E effects in Obscura? Because if you're getting it, you got to pay attention to effect durations. I have not seen it. Yeah, I've not been seeing it.
As in they're like, they've changed, or they're just not maintaining the effect in Foundry?
Unsure. We might find out tonight.
Elaborate.
I've read ahead. I'm not sure if we'll actually find out or not. But, yeah, we're kind of just waiting for everyone else to get here.
We can start. I can solo the adventure. It'll be fine.
Solo the entire adventure? That'd be interesting. It's just going to be one of those weird nights, I think, everyone.
Oh, actually, while we're here, I might get your opinion and help with my level up.
Easy done, I think. Maybe.
So the only thing I haven't done is picked an ancestry feat.
Ooh.
And I got no idea what to get. Because what I was thinking is, with Shadrin's arms, right?
Yeah.
I need to multi-armed plus all hands at the ready. How? Because the wording on all hands at the ready. You're able to focus on your coordination for a moment. Until the beginning of your next turn, you count up to one additional pair of hands as your active hands. At the beginning of your next turn, choose which. So, is that an action? Is that a free action? Because, like with Shadran, he's got his shield in one hand, obviously, and then he goes up and grapples somebody. But then to be able to, I'm realizing now, to be able to then do something like do a kinetic skill, I would need to have one additional free hand. So the way I was, do I have? How does all hands at the ready work?
One second, I'll check it out. Because it's based off of an existing feat.
Yeah, because it hasn't filled up in my actions list.
Skittermander feats. So
because multi-arms, you take the switch hands action, but then all hands at the ready, I think, allows you to not have to take the action.
Yeah, there's no action associated with it, so just there should be an action associated with it. Okay. Free action. There's an errata note here to say that it should have the free action glyph.
Okay, so then essentially at the start of my turn, I'll be choosing should be my shield arm, and then I guess 3 arms with kinetic blast and grappling. And that lasts until I choose which set of active hands remain active at the beginning of my next turn.
Yep.
All right. I mean, free action, that's fine. Cool. It means that I don't have to think about it as much. Because the other options I was looking at is like, there's some cool tail traits as well. And I'm like, what if instead of using arms, I have like this thing at my back that's kind of like a tail, but it's also kind of like a tail hand.
Also workable. Like for the ancestors where they don't have as much of a set form, I'm happy to be a little bit looser with it, but I get how it can be awkward as well.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna take slip sideways as my feat. Ancestry feat. Allows you to cast 5th rank translocate once per day.
Oh, nice.
And so the range is 1 mile. I don't need to be able to see the destination as long as I've been there in the past and know its relative location and distance from you. I can instantly transport myself and any items I'm wearing or holding from my current space to an unoccupied space. If this would bring another creature with you, even if you're carrying it in an extra dimensional container, the spell is lost. So I can't teleport people with me, but I can just like bamf somewhere.
Yeah. Hey, Sleepy, how you doing? Welcome on in. We are waiting. We have other people who are on the way. We're just waiting for them to arrive. Dwarf has been waylaid, as has Nixie. We believe that Tara is currently in the middle of a fight. She is in a war against various woodland creatures. Apparently winning, though. So that's good news.
No, and it wraps around to the back. You should know the answer to that question.
Would you like a reach around? The tail, obviously. I already have 3 villain points aggro, but thank you. I've even got like the icons up there. She's fighting Taylor Swift. Well, the unfortunate stage there is that Taylor Swift will go first. And she's guaranteed to hit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. I'm just trying to think if there's... Oh, I did pick up a new book recently.
Oh yeah, go on.
The Black Prism by Brent Weeks.
Brent Weeks is an author that I have been told is amazing. I've got a book set of his that I still haven't read yet. Which one is it? Oh, I've also got the Black Prism and the Night Angel trilogy as well.
Well, it was one of those...
Have you started?
I've started on Black Prism. Because I went into the bookstore and I was like, look, I'm after a fantasy book. And I want it to be like dripping in magic. Like I want magic being done every couple of pages. Like true fantasy bullshit from start to finish. And they thought about it for a little while and they were like, well, part of the problem is that the trend at the moment is more towards like dark fantasy. Dark and low fantasy.
Oh, yeah.
So high fantasy is not as big of a thing. But they suggested Black Prism by Brent Weeks, and I've had a look, started reading it. And yeah, no, they're absolutely correct.
Okay. I guess that's I know we mentioned it last time, but I've been doing a lot of Mistborn stuff lately because I finally played the card, their deck builder game, and it's awesome. But the magic systems that they have in that game are, or in that book series, is basically always being used. Like I don't think you go a couple of pages without someone burning some kind of metal. I think there's a few chapters that might have lower levels of it, but yeah, it's very full on with how much it's being used.
Which I feel like it should be. Like I'm working on some of the fluff and background stuff for an upcoming book that's going to be released in like the next year or two. For Pathfinder, dealing with a lot of magic, and one of the things that's talked about in the book is going to be the principle of implementation, which is the book, the staff, and the wand. Each one represents a different thing, but the wand represents having magic be suffused in your life. Always at the ready.
Oh.
So why sweep up a mess when you can use magic to do it instead? You don't need to open the door with your hand. You can just use magic to do it instead. And it's all about making sure that magic becomes second nature to you. So when you have to do the big stuff, it's a lot easier.
I think RuneQuest, that's okay. RuneQuest does something similar where basically every human, like every humanoid in Glorantha is a magic user of some kind. So you might have like just a sheep farmer and he's got speed dart, like he can enhance his sling so he can throw rocks so he can defend his herd. You know, everyone, a lot of people have the basic ability to heal. Like magic is so imbued and so much of a part of everybody's life that everyone has something. And then when you get into like higher level play, the magic you start to like unlock and get better at become real nutty. But yeah, everyone has a magic that they like, some kind of magic that they've learned and that they use in just their daily life.
See, you said speed dart, and I was like, wait, they use it on the sheep? You know, just speed up the sheep when they're lagging behind.
If you're in one of the herding tribes, you'll be defending it against other tribes trying to like raid and steal your cattle. And one of the tribes is a bestial tribe that uses humans as cattle. So that's wild.
That is a little bit wild.
Yeah. The lore in Glorantha is really interesting and really cool.
Did you have a chance to read a bit of the Codex Lyra series? I did ask him in the bookstore about it. It's one of those series that they don't actually have in store, but they can order it in. So we're I'm gonna stick around with the Black Prism for a little while, because 600 pages.
Oh, I should probably set up. Are you guys already in a stream together?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said
Okay.
gave you a knock. I can send you another one.
Yeah. If you can, yeah. Something came up that had to be dealt with.
It's okay. It has been sent.
I apologize for the delay.
It's so good.
Yeah, Tara should be here shortly.
All right. But I'm trying to think of what was the other thing. Oh, that's actually the other thing. So I've gotten a hold of a copy of the new Lost Omens book, High Seas, which is all about, the waterfaring ancestries and cultural groups in Galarian, particularly around the Inner Sea area.
Okay.
It's about 150 pages. There's some pretty cool archetypes, lots of new spells.
Sounds interesting.
It is very interesting. No ships. Sorry.
Oh.
There is one ship. It's in the bestiary.
You said it's high seas, right?
Yeah. High seas, no ships.
Ugh.
I'm trying hard not to fixate on it, but it's almost glaring. You see old ships. Like, even the book has like 4 pages dedicated to naval combat, like ship combat, and a lot of it is like, check out the Game Master Core, check out Guns and Gears for more information on siege weaponry. And it's like, that's great, but could you give me something a little bit more, please? Like new ships? No? Okay.
I understand a company not wanting you to be able to like skip buying a product to get access to that product. But it's also incredibly irritating when you're trying to run something, you have to have like 4 other books with you because there's no shortcut. It's just like, go see this book, and then to do this, see this book.
Well, that's the thing though, Archives and Nephis exists. So it's not that big of an issue. I was talking to my writing partner Dan about it, and he was like, well, I kind of understand because a lot of groups won't interact with the vehicle rules for Pathfinder 2nd edition. It's kind of niche. And I was like, well, yes. However, this is a book about like the high seas, like piracy, naval stuff. If any book is going to be niche and has stuff to do with ships, it's going to be this one.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought it was odd. But I say all that because in light of this information, I'm probably going to be doing a free release of some of the material from Hoisted Colors, which was a adventure path I ran a couple of years ago now. God damn. But I wrote a bunch of like...
Has it really been that long?
I think it has. I think it's been a year or 2.
Yeah, I was going to say it hasn't been more than 2 years because it was like when I was last playing WoW, I think.
Maybe. Time is soup.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm going to be releasing a bunch of the ships from Hoist the Colors because I wrote up a bunch of them. Also, the player's guide for the actual adventure path itself and the first chapter. I'll be releasing them all for free to coincide with the release of High Seas. And all of that will be going out on the Patreon. We just got to do the layout for them because I've already finished the work from ages ago.
It'll be good.
Of course, this will be in their free form, so don't expect a lot of art. I'm sorry. But Tara, how you doing?
Eating cheese.
Eating cheese?
Eating bocconcini.
The cheese tax
So
is
I'm
being
chewing.
paid?
The cheese tax goes to me because we don't have a dog up.
That's fair enough.
They're all muddy.
They're all
and
muddy?
wet. It's been
playing
raining
in the rain.
a lot.
Oh.
Yeah, I think when I checked the rain gauge earlier today, I think we had about 60 mil. Since I last checked it.
So it's just been a lot then.
So
Rain,
speaking of
fog.
boats, we might need one.
No, because we're high up the mountain. Even if it floods, it doesn't usually reach us.
So
I don't know,
airships.
it got a little spooky during that one flood season.
Yeah, but it didn't even reach Norman Road properly.
No, I know.
So airships, that's what I'm hearing.
I wish.
You know what? I won't knock back an airship.
Right? Who would knock an airship? That's how they explode.
It's just on her way. She just caught in traffic.
She is in fact caught in traffic. It's just been one of those nights, I think. Everyone's
Life finds a
deleted.
way, both positively and negatively.
Yeah, no, pretty much, yeah. Ooh. I'm trying to think if... Oh, I do. Okay, so I don't have an announcement. I do have a thing to say, though. I would like to thank everyone who supported Dwarf by showing up to the Streamathon over the weekend.
Wait, why are you doing my thank you? Fuck.
Because I haven't had a chance to stream since your Streamathon, so I'm taking the opportunity to be like, Dwarf had a Streamathon, and I wanted... Because I know you won't.
I was going to say a thank you. Get yourself an Obscura hype man is all I'm hearing. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I'll jump in there. Massive thank you to everyone that came by. It was absolutely amazing. I also didn't pass the fuck out. I did after the thing, but
Yeah,
you know,
the
I didn't
day
pass out
afterwards,
fucked.
Michael's voice and like whole demeanor was like he'd woken up in a trash can.
Yeah.
I felt more sober when drunk than that day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
you were
throat
just
is
like
still a
so
little-
out of it.
My throat is still a little rough, so I may jump in between Drunic and not. But no, it was a ton of fucking fun. We have so many more playthroughs to do now. Holy shit. Including ones that we already had the games.
Grail.
Pardon?
Your thing still says Tainted Grail.
It shouldn't. Oh god, it does. It did an update. Yes. This is fucking hell. Let me.
Sorry, I did
Post.
that right through your announcement.
Apo-
But...
That's fine. It needed to be fixed. Post apocalypse clarity. That'll fucking work.
Actually, I like that. That's
Whoa.
actually really good.
What do you know? Apparently, I can be witty. We actually got Tainted Grail during it, so we were taking a look at that before the Pathfinder night, which was interesting. I have yet to decide whether we're going to do a full playthrough of it because it looks big.
Yeah, it's a big game, but it's so good, and the board game's amazing as well.
Yeah, I don't know whether or not I'll be able to fit it in, but we're also got Ninja
Phrasing.
Gaiden's going to be coming up. Fallen Feathers Wushang is another one I'm super fucking keen for. We've been playing some Mecha Break. We weren't given that, but we tried during the streamathon and realized that big mechs go boom is fun. We're going to be doing some Space Marine 2 in the future.
Also a good
we've
game.
still got yeah, we're going to do more of the Elden Ring run. We're going to organize that with Verdi. But we just got a lot of shit. We got a lot of shit. We played On Guard, which was a lot of fun, except for one particular fucking room, which we don't talk about.
It was
I
fun.
definitely did turn into a grumpy piece of shit for like an hour and a half. I was fine after we beat it.
Yeah.
But that room sucked and I hated it, and it can go away. But But no, it was a ton of fun. We got to throw lots of bombs in the 7 days. Golf with friends went really well. Thank God we didn't have to play the sci-fi level. We also figured out that Obscura somehow is immune to getting bullied, because normally that turns into an absolute bully fit and no one fucked with him.
Why am I getting bullied?
Well, normally everyone gets bullied. We played a little bit of Divinity with Tara. We managed to finish off chapter 3, I think it was. Which was always fun.
It got to the next section.
But yeah, it was just a good fucking time. We are going to do an extended stream on Saturday, because I've still got 5 hours to burn through. So that'll be a 12, 13-hour stream. But then we should be all wrapped up.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, we'll just kind of back to business as usual as we move on to the next goal, which is now we've hit 1600, so now we have to hit 1750.
Yeah, that was pretty quick, I gotta say.
Yeah, well, we were coasting around that magical 1600 mark, but not quite hitting it for the whole stream. And then we had like 4 people swing by at the end. I was like, thank God we hit it.
Hell yeah, we'd love to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
there you go. That's my ramble.
I'm not sure how much longer. We don't know how long until Nixie's going to get here, so we probably get a start on things, regardless.
She did say to start without her.
Yeah, she said to start without her. I just don't like doing it. So, introductions. Shadron.
Hello everyone, I'm Mythos Operandi and I play Shadron the Iron Alloy. He is a tanky Konrasu kineticist that likes to give people hugs.
Very, very hard hugs.
And soft ones.
You know.
He's a man.
And tried to wrestle a bird of the apocalypse.
And succeeded.
Squeezing.
That was pretty good.
This has sparted it into the
You did.
like
into the air and it got sucked up.
Plug yourself. Are we still doing phrasing?
Nah.
We never stopped.
Iravetta.
Hi, I'm Tara. I play Iravetta, the party's sneaky beaky rogue. Yeah, we're definitely in a crisis mode, so I don't know if a dating profile is appropriate anymore. But I guess she'll make lots of friends and do lots of walking around some sort of road in the next coming bits.
Just a wee bit.
Yeah.
Well, Druidic.
Sorry, I had a mouthful of water. Howdy, Dwarf Down Under. You just heard me talk about shit. I'm Druidic B-side. I throw axes. I have a bear. I am still your resident prophet, as I called all of the events that were about to happen the last couple of sessions. People should clearly listen to the Drunken Dwarf more often.
You called the giant elephant?
Yeah, I definitely called giant elephant as well. Yeah, that goes without saying. I knew all that was going to happen. I may have picked up a side class of Oracle, is all I'm saying, without knowing it.
Oracle, yeah, right.
Can you imagine Druidic as an Oracle? That'd be great. I get the feeling that I may be doing a lot of hunting to feed a lot of people, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, it's not going to be too fantastic. And the bears.
Who wants to do Nixie's introduction?
God should do Nixie's introduction.
I should do Nixie.
I think we've all done it once.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, off to my left is Nixie. She's currently not here right now. She's currently stuck in a dream realm, running for her existence. She's doing okay, though.
To be her.
Well, considering sometimes being stuck in traffic does feel like a fever dream, it's not that far off the mark.
Wait, no, I got it. She's currently stuck on the tour bus for Taylor Swift.
Oh no.
Oh, wait, why don't we go with that one first?
See, that would have been so much better. See, that's what we call a running joke. And we've been running with it for so long now, it's just getting a little bit swift. But Nixie is our party cleric. She does a lot of the healing. She is aligned with Desner, as Desner is her goddess patron. Though I believe she was going to be she was considering a little bit of a minor with Nocticular, but we don't know if Nocticular is alive or not anymore.
No, we saw her.
Did you?
Did we see her?
Did you?
Yeah, we went back to the castle. Didn't we see? Oh, we saw a bunch of succubi. Was it the point that we went there to confirm whether the god was there, and then the elephant showed up, and we were like, oh, okay.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, you didn't. Me and Nixie flew to the castle. Nixie picked me up bridal style.
Aww.
And flew to the castle, and we went to check on Nocticular. While our girlfriend was fighting Dragon Ball Z style in the sky.
That went so well.
I mean, you're also not wrong about the descriptor.
Unfortunately, she got sucked up too, but... So did we not see Nocticular herself?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay.
No, I don't think so, yeah.
But yeah, other than that, she is also the party's Dreamwalker, and just divine channeler of power. And I kind of just have to go into
I feel like you just described more accurately than she does normally. She doesn't actually go into the powers that she wields. She's just like, I have a crush on all the gods. And
I don't think she ever said that.
No, she definitely says that she has a crush on all the gods, and that she likes the leaders of the guy who's in charge of the Steel Way, or whatever it was.
The Iron Way?
The Iron Way, there we go.
Commander
Gregory.
She says that every week, clearly. And that she may have an on and off again relationship with the nightmare dude with the crystal.
He who carves fear.
I'm saying it verbatim. Fight me.
I mean, I guess she'll fight you a little bit later once she gets here.
She's literally the one that'll come in and go, I'll fight you.
Just jumps in, running roundhouse kick. We'd love to see it. As for me, hello, hi, the voice you're hearing is mine. I'm Obscura, and the lovely visage you see before you is my LG buddy Deaton. We're kind of in a share buddy situation, but you don't have to worry about it, because tonight we are going to be running Revenge of the Runelords.
Woo! Woo! Sorry, got distracted trying to fix something.
That's okay. But as we switch over to the map scene, I have the question that I ask as all weeks I do. Who remembers what happened last time?
Trauma.
I've already partially done the recap through the character introductions.
Trauma.
Trauma?
Trauma.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
From
We got humbled real hard, and fate doesn't like me. That's what I remember.
I remember that Chadron cheated in our conversation and counts the bird as more than one.
Oh yeah, the Druidic and Chadron were having a good old. What was it? Oh my god, I forgot Gimli's name for a second. Gimli and Legolas competition on the battlefield.
First date, yeah.
I would have won until he cheated. Clearly,
I got the elephant. That still only counts as one.
Yes.
We fought two giant storks, and they fucked us up for a while.
Yep.
Girly again had a fight in the sky with the Runelord of Pride. I can't say his name.
Xandergul.
Yeah, Mr. Xander. And she did some powerful magic on the fly, which is not safe, and so she sent the giant world-ending elephant back.
Yep.
But unfortunately also got sucked up.
Yeah, as you do.
And may or may not have died in the process.
We don't know if she's died. I feel like that would mean they
I
died
said
as well.
may or may not have.
I feel like it's just sent them back to imprisonment, wherever they were, in those doors.
Yeah.
He just happens to be there as well.
That was the words of a DM going, I neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah. Look, this AP runs until level 20. Most things are on the table. Just gonna put it out there. Also, I need to fix up our hero points and stuff. Jeez. Schrodinger's mortality status? Well, they could all be dead already.
It's true.
I can neither confirm nor deny this.
It's all just a dream.
But as we open up today's session, it is in the wake of the disappearance of the Oliphaunt and Queen Sortion herself. Some time has passed, not a lot, probably less than an hour at this point, and I kind of need to know what everyone is doing.
After a week?
No, like I said, this is still in the direct aftermath of it.
Oh, sorry.
You're at...
For some reason, my brain had like a conniption and went, oh, it's been a week. Ignore me.
Probably similar to what we were already doing, I guess.
Yep.
Helping people collect themselves. I guess me and Nixie would also go back to the palace, considering they seem to be organizing themselves a little there.
Yep.
And we figured the palace was the safest place to send people anyway.
Yeah.
Right? Last time. So we would probably just continue doing that. Whether the guys are gonna keep going at the people that were causing trouble, I don't know. I don't think Nixie has a wing, so I'd probably be doing the same thing then. I'll probably head towards the palace, smacking any loser who's making trouble.
I'm 100% just hunting.
Just hunting?
I am just hunting those wizardy bitches.
Is that what we're calling them?
I'll
Wizardy
probably be
bitches?
helping. Yeah, better than the other names. I'll help with rebuilding and trying to like make structure like supports and stuff for buildings and help people put things back together.
Fair enough. And here is the lady of the hour herself.
Fresh off the tour bus.
She'll get it in a second.
We can't hear her yelling, unfortunately.
I summoned her with pure rage.
Pure rage? What?
All you need to know is I said some shit, you're mad at me, don't worry about it.
Okay, if you say so.
Well,
Sorry I'm late.
you're fine. You sent the message, you let us know, it's all good to go. Just to catch you up on things though, this is in the direct aftermath of the Oliphaunt and Queen Sortion disappearing. I kind of want to know what you're all doing. I know Drunik's going on the hunt. Iravetter is going to be assisting where she can. Shadrin, you mentioned some architectural help.
Yeah.
And Nixie, what are you doing?
I don't know. Nixie didn't think that far ahead.
Well,
I will get back to you.
well, that does actually bring up an interesting point. Because, Drunik, I know you've pretty much leapt straight onto the hunt after the aftermath of all that's happened. But for everyone else in the party, how are you feeling in the aftermath of this?
I think Aravetta is stuck in crisis mode, so she's not really thinking about it. She's just like, we gotta do this, we gotta do this, we gotta help these. There's an objective there.
There is an objective.
Yeah, so she's sort of like preoccupying herself and not really sitting with whatever the hell just happened.
That's fair enough. Because this is still a crisis. It's ongoing. The ground still shakes. There's still kind of gravitational weirdness going on in some sections of the city as well. But, Nixie. Bring it back around to you.
Of course.
Not so much the question of what you're doing in the aftermath, but how is Nixie feeling after all this?
Oh boy, that's a question.
Right?
Nixie was very happy that they were alive. And now she's trying to rack through her mind if there is any way possible to bring her back. Or she knew anything about the opening and closing of the gate or door.
So in a lot of ways, trying to repair the damage that has been done. Perhaps bring Queen Sortian back.
That she might also try and get contact with Apsla through mail.
Fair enough.
Some things.
You don't need mail, remember. We're always connected to Sandpoint.
True. See if he
Probably be far quicker.
See if he knows anything as well. Being a devoted
Well, what particular questions do you want to ask Absalar?
Oh god. I had them and now they're gone.
That's fair enough.
Ah!
Well, by way of explanation for the mechanics of how this next section of the adventure will be working, the city is still kind of in crisis. So, and these problems will be occurring over the next several days. It's not something that can be solved overnight. There's recovery to do, people to rescue, that kind of thing. So there will be a series of skill challenges involved as you kind of work your way through all of this. In light of that, just want to make sure I get the right one. I got that. Is that the right one? No, that's the right one. Okay. Now, Shadron.
Yaha?
You were talking about setting up or at least reinforcing the architectural stability of several of the buildings in the area.
Yeah, because everything was getting all pulled apart and demolished. He'll try to either use his abilities or just his strength, or maybe tap into the labyrinth a little bit to try and pull in resources or materials that might be needed, and just help people rebuild and mostly have safe places to live if anyone had their homes destroyed.
Yep. Well, I will get athletics or nature from you.
Athletics.
Is Nixie still down the bottom? I can't remember where she was.
Not in the pit. The pit got closed.
No, like, not... She was on the ground fighting those other things, and yes, she was. Alright, Nixie's on her way to go find the god. Yeah, the god.
Try and track down Octicular? Alright.
Yeah.
Shadron, with your 38, you're able to kind of start reinforcing some of the structures in the buildings around the area. There is a lot of them, however, and it becomes very obvious that although your work is good, eventually the city will probably fall regardless. It's not to say it's just too far gone. You can feel there's some sort of disruption in the atmosphere. Like the occurrence of the Oliphaunt itself has left its mark on the area.
Okay.
Everything just feels a little bit more shaky, a little bit more unstable.
All right. I guess it's time to start planning evacuation.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, if the place is unstable, if whatever good we do here isn't going to help in the anyway, we might as well. He'll probably like find a stable location and try and like get somewhere for people to at least gather their belongings, or at least lifting up rubble and going through houses so people can collect things that they need. Because yeah, I'd imagine a lot of it's just caved over now, so he'll just help people get access and like freeing people if they got trapped in any of it as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, he'll just be doing that.
Fair enough. Druidic.
Yes.
I'll get that survival check from you.
Yes. Druidic is literally spending probably a good several hours because he kind of feels like he didn't do shit, so he's working through his issues by hunting everything that looks suspicious. No.
No?
No. Better, not much better, but we'll take it.
No, much better. It's 10 better. Jeez.
39.
Just unpleasing some people, I think.
Yeah. I will say he's trying to do it as stealthily as he can.
Yep.
Purely so I can use this fucking thing that I don't use enough. Where is it? Fucking Shadow Mark.
Yeah.
So that I'm extra sneaky.
Ah.
I will put the fear of God into them. I will jump out of the bushes and out of the darkness to kill them all.
Well, Druidic, you start going about the work of tracking down more of the Risen. And as you do, you manage to grab a couple of them, or at least take them down. But it does appear very obvious that they're about to go to ground, as in kind of just disappear and fade into the background. For whatever grand schemes they have going on in the background.
He's definitely going to start looking, like he's taking note as he's going like around the bodies of identifying marks if they have some kind of insignia, sigil, tattoo, mark, anything that he can use to further identify them if there's any kind of commonality. And he's also, him and Misha are going to be using their sense of smell.
Yep.
To try and locate any kind of sense that might be lingering to them, or like also do like a fucking Sherlock Holmes and look at the mud on their boots. Like he's really going to town trying to memorize everything he can and try and file away any commonality.
That's fair enough. All right. Well, you set to work with doing that. Iraveta and Nixie.
Hey, Bob.
If I remember correct, the plan was to head to the palace.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I would have healed everyone before we all...
Yep. If people want to bring themselves all the way up to their full hit points, they may.
If we want.
Well, if you don't want to be fully healed, I'm not your supervisor. Actually, wait.
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 You kind of are.
Yeah,
I think that's
no, I kind of
literally
am.
your job description.
One of Journey's main queries is those giant multi-legged birds, all those drumsticks defeat people. Well, they didn't manage to kill any of them, so...
Thanks for reminding me of that.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Glad to be of service. Nixie, I will get a religion check from you. You're a Veta.
Okay.
Yes.
I kind of want to say tourism lore, if I'm being honest.
Sure. I'll do that.
Oh, wow, 40. Jeez.
Hyper focused.
Oh.
And 21 from you, Nixie. The 29 will
I
not
love
be
reading
successful.
the word cassock every time it comes up.
I'll re-roll it if it's not enough.
It will not be a success.
Okay. Re-rolling.
We see them rolling. That is a sharp difference right there.
Very, very proud of that one.
You should be. You should be very proud of it.
Thank you. I am.
Heading back to the palace grounds, as mentioned earlier, the maidens, the succubi who followed Nocticular into godhood, to continue on as their servants, but are kind of not milling about, but keeping busy at the front of the palace, moving rubble, seeing to the injured. Nocticular is not really known as a goddess of healing, but as you can contest to, Nixie, that doesn't stop a good cleric from being able to heal.
Yeah, sorry, I was nodding. Can't see me.
I do it all the time, just nodding away to a conversation. Everyone's like, "You got really quiet." It's like, "Oh, I was agreeing. Sorry." The one presumably leading the efforts to help the people is Ayava, who you met recently as a liaison to Nocticular and Queen Sortian. And I believe this is your first kind of meeting her before, well, in the wake of what has happened.
Yeah, we only really saw her right before we went and fought the ice troll.
Yeah.
I think. Whatever is the ice oni or whatever it was.
Well, she will see the two of you and approach. Getting close, she'll go, "So, that was definitely a thing that just happened."
Retta's like not making eye contact. She's looking past her as she says that. But
It
just like
was
nods.
definitely quite a ride. Unfortunate as it was.
She pulls you, Nixie, to the side a little. Actually, no, she'll pull both of you aside.
I was gonna say Arabetta wouldn't notice.
It's just... we all saw Queen Sortian get pulled in.
We did.
Is it true she's gone?
We don't know that for sure. There's definitely still hope, though.
Okay. Well, no one's seen Nocticular since the event.
Oh boy.
Little eye twitch, like I'm listening, but endeavoring not to. Is there anything more important to do right now? Anything that needs to get done?
Well, the refugees need seeing too. That's for damn sure. Shelters are in the process of getting set up.
do we have a plan? There's a lot of people and not a lot of safe space.
And people are already starting to loot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, were I younger, I would probably be there helping them. But
Me too. Don't worry. I get it.
Yeah. But... Okay.
Do we have a direction for all these people? Or a plan of what to do? Because the gate's fucked. There's no going through the gate to get anywhere. And look, as funny as it would be to send everybody to Sandpoint via the pit, via Shadrin's chest, via the vault, I don't think a single line is going to work. That sounds crowded.
She kind of looks out to the hundreds of people. Yeah, no, I don't think we can solve this with a committee in a line.
Is there any, like, we don't really know the area.
Yep.
What would be the safest place, somewhere where maybe they could take refuge for an extended period of time without having to feel unsafe, quotation?
Yeah. Well, there is a town to the south from here that we can probably take people. I'm not sure if it'll be a long-term solution, but it'll definitely be a short-term one.
Would they be, what, is it a large town? Like, we face the risk of them pushing us out type of thing.
I'm trying to remember the name of it, but...
Do we have a map?
Do you have a map?
No, I'm asking, like, as Aravetta, do we have a map of, like, the area that possibly give us some options or help us decide?
She thinks about it for a couple of moments, and she takes you over to another tent where it looks like people are getting things set up and organized. You do find it interesting that they seem to all be avoiding the palace to some degree.
The palace?
Yeah. So currently you're outside on the palace grounds themselves.
Yeah.
Nixie's wandered off then. She's going through the palace.
Fair enough.
I'll stay with her and talk. Again, Aravetta's kind of dissociating from the bad things and focusing on what to do.
What can be done, etc., which is fine. But she takes you over to a tent where they seem to be kind of coordinating. And true to the form of people everywhere, they've seemed to have kind of come together in this hour of crisis. But it also becomes very obvious to you, Aravetta, that people are also looking for guidance, a way forward. People just seem lost.
Thoroughly understandable. That should at least abide a little bit, should we have a direct plan to tell people. Because usually, not knowing what to do makes people even more nervous. But if we have like hey, gather your things, we're gonna head down this way, out of the danger, blah, blah, blah. I'm sure me and my friends will at least be able to help ensure safety, she says in quotation marks, for the most part. But like, there's a lot of people, so... Their military, right, wasn't very... We established before that it wasn't very, like, militarized. It was just, like, a bunch of people.
She responds back and says, we were mostly just a militia.
Yeah. How many are still here? I don't know even the impact of what just happened.
Militia or people in general?
People who could give a sense of security. So what you guys know as your militia, these people would know as the people protecting them in the town, in the city, right?
Theoretically.
So if there's like, if they got wiped out, then we'll have a problem, because that force of or face of protection for the people here that are scared would be gone completely.
Yeah, no. From my estimates, we probably have about 100 left.
And how many refugees you think?
Couple of
Not
thousand?
including the militia. Okay, that is a big discrepancy.
It's
Discrepancy?
I could put the fear of God into the people so they behave.
It's less about behaving. It's more about when people are fearful, they become a little erratic. Things like protection that they already know helps a lot. So at least that's something. We're probably gonna have to put a lot of work in. I don't know where the others are, but I'm sure they'll be willing to aid.
I'd be probably, if you said that it was starting to dry up out there and I wasn't able to find much more, I would have probably wandered back towards
start making your way back.
the party. Yeah, I imagine it's not hard to find them.
No, not really. So she points to the map and kind of leads her finger down to the south to a town a couple of days from here. She goes, that's Vecker's Crossing. From there, people can make their decisions about whether they want to stay in the area or move on.
Mm-hmm. So the crossing is a town?
It is a
itself? Town. Okay. Comparative to the city, how large?
Look, a quarter of the size.
That's still decent.
Well, considering less than a quarter of the city was fucking usable when we were running around, you're like, there's big fucking swaths of it that just weren't habitable at the time.
What's the surrounding landscape like?
Outside the city, the surrounding landscape's not good. It's a lot of scrubland. You have to understand that the mountain range around here that keeps us protected for the most part is an active volcano range.
Right. I was more thinking we might not be able to get people into if they're not letting us into the city, at the very least they can take refuge outside of the city walls, which is a normal like refugee thing to do.
Yeah.
But if it's not habitable, that would be a problem.
Out of curiosity, you said it would take us a couple of days to get them down there, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I'm going to do this before anyone tells me off for doing what I always end up doing. If Druidic, with his ranger stuff that literally lets me travel overland faster, and Misha were to basically go for a run and try and scout out a path that way, how long would it take him to do the trip? Because I've got those I've got unimpeded journey and stuff like that where I can just smash through terrain.
Hey.
Give me a survival check.
Interesting.
Okay. I'm not necessarily saying that. I'm not necessarily saying I'm going to do it. I'm just kind of curious.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Because you'd hate to be escorting a whole bunch of people down a path, reach a point, and be like, "We can't get across here."
Well, I have a question because we have our airship. What are we doing with that? Is that still here?
We are going to get back to that in just a second.
Okay. Okay, cool.
That would be the sick and sick and elderly, the young, sick and elderly, I would imagine.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be a good mode of transport for anyone who couldn't.
42.
42?
Yeah.
Just double checking.
Mm-hmm.
She's being very okay, look, I'll be honest with you. She doesn't look like much of a survivalist.
That's all right.
So having a proper look at the map itself, doing a little bit of dead reckoning and navigational skills to the test, it's looking like it'll be a 10-day journey.
Okay. Druidic's taking one look at the map and be like, that's fucked, that's fucked, that's fucked, that's fucked.
Look, for you and Misha, if it's just the two of you, for instance, and you don't have to worry about others, honestly, with your party, they probably won't slow you down. You could probably do the journey in maybe 5 days if you pushed it.
But with a lot of people, they're going to need a lot more rest.
Yeah.
No, I know. I'm not... it was more like it was less. Oh, I'm gonna see how fast I can get through there. It was more if it was something that could be done in like a day.
I mean, you could definitely scout.
Yeah,
If you
if
could
Druidic
definitely
and
scout
Misha could
ahead
be
of
like,
the group and
hey,
stuff.
you guys take a couple of days to prepare everything. We're gonna go and check out the path and check out. The
I don't even
paths and
think. I
see.
don't even think that. I think as we move, you might have to just be ahead. Scouting. I do like what you said about the elderly and children, because that takes off a lot of pressure for the people on the ground protecting. If people like children and the elderly are in the ship, as many as we can take.
The other idea I had for it is I'm imagining, obviously, the Risen are going to know about the airship, but if she gets up high enough, I doubt they're going to try and fuck with those things while there's a fucking giant amethyst dragon escorting them through the air.
Yeah.
What about Mantis assassins? They've attacked the airship before.
Yeah, but they're ballsy.
Were the Mantis assassins after us predominantly? They seem like they were after us.
Mm-hmm.
But they might be tracking our airship, not us. You know, it might be easier to find.
I think they're tracking us.
Column A, column B.
Specifically. Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could always see if I can find a safe space in the labyrinth to like position them, and then we go to where we need to go, and then just open it up and be like, "Welcome to your new home."
I don't trust sending thousands of people to the labyrinth.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna be able to get thousands of people through that.
Because you cannot guarantee they won't go fuck with something and get them all self-skilled.
Yeah, we'll have like a waiver they have to sign. If you don't follow the rules, you'll probably die. You take it's not our fault if you get hurt.
How are you good with puzzles?
Crazy.
So it would probably take us, even if we were like, okay, we're gonna have to just do this. It's gonna take us a couple of days to get everyone's shit together, right?
Yeah.
Cool. It sounds. I don't know. I don't want to speak for the party. It sounds like this is what we're gonna have to do because we can't stay here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like Shadron was saying, shit's fucked here. Like it's not even worth building stuff because he could sense that it's gonna go pear-shaped.
With everything that happened, the whole terrain is unstable. Like you said, it's on an active volcano.
Drunic might then turn to her and go, who's generally in charge of your fucking like your foraging and your hunting and stuff like that? Like, do you have like a trackers guild or something, or some kind of rangers guild for keeping an eye on the surrounding mountains and all that kind of crap?
So I have good and bad news for you.
Aye.
I guess the bad news, she gestures with her hand and creates like a loaf of bread.
Oh, yeah, but that's not going to be enough to provision a lot of you, is it?
No, it's just we usually we rely a little bit on magic, a little bit of trade, that kind of thing. The volcanic soil around here is fruitful and you can grow a lot using it, but there's just not a lot of room.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, all right. So then, in that case, rangers and stuff. Fuck your idea about hunters, like the idea about hunters and shit. Your rangers, your people that scout and patrol the surrounding fucking territories.
So that's the good news.
Aye.
One of the pet projects for Nocticular and Queen Sortian has been trying to restore the dinosaur population.
Let me mute myself for a bit.
Aye. For anyone who hasn't realized the obvious, my partner loves dinosaur.
Well, there was a time, particularly when Queen Sortian was first a Runelord, where dinosaurs were a lot more plentiful across Galarian. But during Earthfall, a lot of them were moved underground, and the troglodytes down there, the Zolgaths, I believe they're called, have been using them for basic labor and that kind of thing beneath the ground. But after certain events, the dinosaurs have started to come back up to the surface, and we've been trying to restore their populations.
So there is. There is game then.
There is game. Fortunately, because they're mostly reptiles, the volcanic area with the heat from the stones and things like that is pretty ideal for them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Hang on, don't get me wrong. I'm all for a good dinosaur hunt. That's fucking great. What I'm more concerned about is that when we get your folks on the fucking road, I'm a really good hunter, right? I'm good at that, what I fucking do. But I'm not going to be able to hunt enough shit by myself to feed all these fuckers. So what I want to do is I want to see what you've got in the way of wardens and hunters and rangers and shit, and make sure that they're going to be able to hunt some game. Because
I feel like when we
hunt
pull the populace together of those that are here, because remember, it's like a wide range of people. There's like giants and shit, right?
Yeah.
There's really tall people and stuff that have different skills. We might just be able to be like form maybe little groups of being like, this is your role on the road type of stuff, which will also keep people busy and not fretting.
Okay.
As long as Nixie takes charge of stopping the dysentery from killing the entire caravan. I mean, what?
Sorry, say that again?
The dysentery.
Yeah, dysentery.
Oh, dysentery.
Well, I can look into it for you.
Definitely, I think a priority, because then at least we know what we have at our disposal amongst the people.
Have you not got food supplies for, say, when the town is besieged or the like? I would imagine you would have quite a reserve.
As far as I'm aware, it was a project that was in the process of being done.
Yeah.
This city is still very much in a state of flux and was still under construction in many ways. The gateway, the arch connecting us to Absalom, was supposed to be a boon. Like, that would increase trade, give us better access to like foodstuffs from across the inner sea area.
Drunek's gonna turn to Shag and be like, I think their siege plans were basically cross their fingers and fucking pray.
They were. It's a new setting, right? Like they were kind of building themselves up. Like they didn't have like a set uniform. They didn't have set places. It was sort of in construction. So having the reserves, they were sort of relying on what they had at the moment.
I feel it is a tad foolish, for if they have one late supply of a trade caravan, the population would starve.
And this is why we had Queen Soshin.
They were attempting to fix such problems, which didn't unfortunately go right.
I think in light of recent events, it has become very apparent to all of us that we had good intentions, but good intentions
priorities were a little bit wonky.
Yes.
They do not feed people.
Well, what I reckon is we're going to need as many fucking carts as we can get, because, like, we're not going to be able to get a whole bunch of these people to just fucking walking the whole way. There's going to need to be, like, tools for carrying people, carrying stuff.
I think we should definitely go check the airship, make sure it's usable, functional, safe.
Well, what I was going to ask, he's not obviously going to do the whole trip. Drunek wouldn't mind taking, say, like the better part of the day just to kind of have a look at the terrain for two reasons. I want to double check kind of what kind of vehicle access are we going to have. Are they going to have to be smaller carts? Can we bring bigger caravans? But also, I was going to ask Mr. DM, sir, could I potentially, whilst I'm out scouting, swap my terrain expertise temporarily?
Yes.
Did I kind of re-acclimatize myself to a mountainous terrain rather than a forest one?
Yes. That's absolutely fine.
Cool.
You take the time.
It'll also give you a chance. It'll also give you a chance to like note down anything we need to know beforehand. So like if there's like a broken section of road that we need to throw down some crossing, we can bring that with us, type of thing.
So I'm picturing Drunek's going to probably if it's just him and Misha, I feel like he could probably, in the space of a day, probably cover, say, 3 days worth of the trip with all the people.
Yeah.
Because I can kind of break, like, it doesn't slow me down. So Druidic might be like, I'll be back tomorrow evening. And
if you take just like any of the, I mean, you have the stash, but I was going to say, if you utilize some of the movability stuff in the stash, it might help you as well.
Yeah. Because like he's definitely not going it out on his own to like, I'm gonna go pick a fight. He's going to be staying in the woods where he is hidden from everything, where I have trackless steps, all that kind of stuff, and he's just gonna be acclimatizing and seeing what he can kind of locate to what the issues might be. What he is going to ask, though, from his lovely crafting party members, you lot can make those fucking wiggly finger things that allow you to talk to people remotely, right?
We probably should. But again, it's not an actual object, so God, how would we do such a thing?
I can get it sorted.
Okay, cool.
Look,
I guess me and Shadron, when we have a moment, will attempt to get some sort of communication devices set up that we can use between ourselves and maybe other important friends and stuff like that.
Honestly, it comes to mind probably brooches / badges.
You said brooches.
Yes, I can make badges.
Big badges for everyone.
Well, then, literally, Druidic is going to. It's something that no one would expect the gruff guy to do. He's going to try and find some literature on the surrounding environment.
Yep.
While the badge is made, and then the second the badge is made, he's just going to jump on Misha, and he's gonna be like, "I'll be back in 2 days. Like, I'll be back."
And you can straight up
tomorrow.
update me, and I'll write the stuff down.
Yeah. And he's just going to go about trying to see what the trail's going to be like, identify problems, and kind of acclimatize. He also wants to see, because I don't think I'm super familiar with this kind of environment, he wants to kind of immerse himself so that perhaps that's not natural will function here, because he'll get a feel for what should be going on.
Okay.
So he's going to just kind of take 2 days to acclimatize.
I think the badges also will help during the travel, because it means we don't have to be next to each other to be taking care of the people.
Yes.
We can have our own sections and be like, okay, everything's fine down this end, blah, blah, blah. Reporting in.
Now, you've already done the survival check, Druidic. I'm not going to make you do it again.
I was going to say, I can do it again if you want.
No, you're fine. Doing some research into the local area, it's one of those unfortunate things that this area has been steeped in magic for so long that it's difficult to really say how the terrain is going to go from day to day, especially with the increase in stability.
It's natural isn't natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's mostly mountainous, lots of valleys. Ayeva's statement about the volcanic soil is true. So in some of the deeper valleys, you have something akin to the rainforests. In your estimation, it's not going to be as much a case of cart and wagon, but just beasts of burden that can carry people. You might actually have to go with the Haudao routes.
Sorry?
Haudao, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, is a kind of a tent meets a saddle for very large beasts of burden.
Oh, yeah. I get you. The other thing he wants to do is, as he's going along, if he sees problem areas or dangerous areas like, shale or steep cliffs or that kind of stuff, he's going to be putting markings on the trees with his axe.
Yep.
And he's he's not going to admit it because he doesn't want people to think he's slack. He's just going to enjoy being alone in the woods again.
Off in the wilderness. That's
I was in the city for too long. I was starting to get antsy.
Moving to you, Shadron, Ayeva kind of looks to you and goes, I understand that you have some sort of connection to the other planes.
One in particular, the sorry. The labyrinth. I suppose through that it is possible to reach other planes, but I have not ventured that far into it.
Some of my more magically inclined or arcane inclined friends are informing me that teleportation magic has become somewhat unstable.
Oh, fucking course.
Makes sense. I will refrain from accessing it within this region.
Also, the Queen, when she re-established the city here, placed several wards around the outskirts of it. The idea being to kind of stabilize it, to help prevent earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, just trying to keep things in a kind of sense of equilibrium.
Yeah.
Just quietly amongst us, those wards are starting to break.
That would make sense. All right. So we are also on a time limit to get these guys out.
I believe we have about a week.
Okay.
Is it wise for us to leave? Should not someone remain to ensure this region does not become an access point for things that are not for this world?
I
don't think this place can be stable enough for anybody to stay. If it's an active volcano, and she had to place wards down just to ensure it be workable at all, it sounds like without it, it's going to be problematic.
I think there will be some people who will stay regardless. I know some of the giants are inclined to stay. They have family links going back generations. They won't leave the area. And most of them are loyal to Sortion. So it's not a lot, but it will be something.
Giants are kind of less of a risk with tectonic activity.
Yeah.
To be fair.
That's also the other thing.
Oh no, a boulder's falling down the mountainside. That's just a pebble.
But we'd be so much safer if they came.
Now, Nixie.
Yes.
You are going to be exploring the palace.
Yep.
And no one ever saw her again.
Oh no.
No, look, give me a perception check as you're kind of checking around the palace. You've already done your religion check, so I'll be keeping that in mind. But I do want the perception check.
Well, it is apparently full of sexy succubus ladies. So, yeah.
Hot.
32.
32. That will be a success. Exploring the palace itself, it's kind of obvious that whatever magical effect was let loose by the Risen devastated the internals of it. Like, some of this architecture dated back hundreds of years, and so much of it is just destroyed now. You can see the shadows on the walls of people who were probably caught in the blast. And as you make your way into the main area itself, the throne room where you stood with Queen Sortion and Nocticular, you can see where Queen Sortion had been, and you can feel the kind of after effects of her resurrection at your hands that allowed her to escape her fate. But standing in this place, you can feel a divine presence, but it feels distant.
Nixie's going to quickly pray to her god.
Yep.
Asking for forgiveness. as she will then start praying for Nocticlil to try and see if that will help bring her to surface.
You start to pray, and you hear a somewhat familiar voice kind of speaking to you from all around you, not from a specific place. You know, she's not going to answer you, and it's not your fault.
Not pricing. That you can see.
Understood.
He who caused fear. He doesn't so much step out from nothingness as he kind of half appears. More an illusion than an actual presence.
Mm-hmm. Nixie has tears in her eyes, so when she turns to look at him, if looks could kill. Hey, but I should at least try.
I don't see why, but then I get the feeling you still don't remember.
Again, what am I meant to remember? You keep talking about remembering and remembering. What exactly?
He walks up to you. We made a deal with you and your goddess. We ensured the safety of your entire plane of existence. And in exchange, we would get a fleeting semblance of freedom. But when the time came for her to pay her due, she said no. And she knew you would be upset, so she took your memories of it.
No words. Nixie has no words. What do you mean? She's just standing there. There are tears running down her cheeks. She's just... For the second time this campaign, you have broken her.
It is a sad thing to me, speaking as a creature such as I. He kind of just gestures. The things that we did, both as individuals and as armies, we slayed the Never-Was. We sealed away the unending scream within the catacombs of the abyss. Just these monumentous things, and ironically, they're treated as any mortal treats a dream.
She used you guys.
She used you. I hope you know that. It's why she grants you power but doesn't answer your prayer. She's guilty, and she feels guilt.
But,
Look, I came here to give you a warning. We have done our best. But my people, the elders, have spoken. Somnalu is going to be unleashed on your city.
on this city.
You don't have much time.
Okay.
A couple of days, a week at most. And whatever distance you try to put between here and it. It likes to hunt.
I understand. I appreciate the warning.
He nods, and turning his back, disappears. And with that, we're going to take a break. Ooh.
He's trying to convert you.
He's a little pot stirrer.
Holy shit. Like getting into my character and like hearing that, holy macaroni, I just went through an entire identity crisis. Wow. All right.
See, one of the problems of a goddess of freedom and good vibes is they also tend to be somewhat flaky.
Worship this guy now. He's our new god.
I worship no gods.
She at first was like gonna like say something about like you came to one because of the badge, and she thought against saying so because we're friends. Friendship.
Now, the question is like whether you trust him or not. That's up to you.
Yeah. She is going to take his warning as true because I don't think he's lying about the thing coming. But she's a bit hazardous when it comes to her god because again, she is a devoted follower of Desna. And she has been for 26 years?
For so very long.
That's not a short period of time where she could just change. Her whole entire family were that, and they brought her up with that. So
Drama.
she kind of had no choice but to trust in God.
Drama. Well, like I said, with that, we are going to take our break. I'm not sure what to do for a poll because a lot of tonight is kind of reestablishing after the chaos that was last week. So there's going to be some skill checks, but there probably isn't going to be much in the way of combat. I might run a poll, but otherwise, we'll be back in about 10 minutes. And I hope to see you on the other side.
This will be the session that we die in.
No. All right.
Hey, plot could be just as dangerous as a thing with a big club.
No, look, you are right there. All right, we'll be back.
And shall I?
Hello, everyone. We have returned. People wanted to be Pride. Sin spawns of Pride.
It's fucking me up.
See, some people are still playing Words with Friends. No Words with Friends. Words on stream.
Hi. Hi.
Iron's a good one. God, no, I'm good. This is fine. Nixie, you have been given a hero point, as in I've given you the hero point from the poll, so everyone's got at least one. But yeah.
I don't like that it keeps changing. It's messing me up, even though it's the same letters.
Well, it's supposed to help you out in the long run.
It doesn't help me because it like resets my thinking.
Yeah. Must suck for people with dyslexia. Because it's like, okay, identify words by the first and last letter. Everything else in between is fine. Fuck, they switched around the first and last letter.
Right. They just keep switching it.
But, Nixie. Ish.
Oh, I think Michael's not here yet. I think he went next door.
I know. I'm
just have
just
to go
gonna do a quick
downstairs.
check-in. You doing okay, Nixie?
Okay.
Slash Ish. I guess she disappeared. I just wanted to saw her thing going.
Huh?
Huh?
I'm just checking in on you to make sure that you're okay.
Oh my god.
I'm okay.
Okay. Just doing my due diligence as a GM.
Is bulimic? What is?
Yeah, no, I'm okay. Driving just sucked.
Okay. That's easy done.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're fine. They've been playing words on stream.
Oh, I
Lamb.
was gonna do that one the other day.
Lamb.
Best decision I ever made.
Oh, lamb is a good one.
It's all Verdi's fault.
You know what? I'm gonna claim this
Damn,
one
you
because
said
no
it
one else
as
is
I
gonna
was
get
typing it. How dare?
No, Neil already did it.
symbol.
No, I did it.
Oh,
Nice.
Meh, 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 meh.
See, you can play on your phone, so that's what I've been doing.
oh, but not this.
Plan.
Separately.
Oh, this on your phone. Look,
I'm going to say words. You guys can have them because I'm not typing at the moment.
You just
Plan.
haven't come into the chat at all.
Yeah.
Bad butt.
I swatted it.
It has been swatted.
This is how.
Bye.
This is how.
Clementine. There's no E.
This is how you know that they came in someone else's chat because mine tells them to get fucked.
Yeah, I
Mine
gave
used
up
to,
on
but then
mine.
it broke and I haven't fixed it.
Yeah. As is the way of such things.
Maybe.
It's so bland, but I was like, that's not a real word.
Once again, we're missing the E there.
That would be blame.
All right,
Blam.
there we go.
Blam. Kablam.
Say bye-bye to words on the stream, guys.
Bye, words on
Bye.
stream.
I was on stream.
We'll miss you.
I will miss you. I was having fun.
Oh, wait. Mythos isn't in the stream together anymore?
Isn't mine.
Awkward.
Still in the share
In
chat.
the pop-out thing, it just says me and Obscura. It doesn't have...
It's weird. Chat's still working, and I did actually have to close my Chrome completely and reopen it because apparently Chrome was eating up 65% of my CPU, and that's why I was
Never do
lagging.
that.
I just
Yeah.
reset it, and it still shows he's in it, so.
Yeah, chat's still working.
I think I'm.
Yeah.
Chat's still working, but I no longer see or have the window for the shared chat.
It's just
As long
permanently
as
running.
Twitch
Chat
be
is
Twitch.
working. Yeah.
You know what? We will, in fact, chalk it up to Twitch being...
Chadwick, how do you have 3 points? That's crazy.
Because I was the only one here for like 15 minutes at the start.
And everyone was like, we're
I'm
going to
going
give
to
Shadron
give
lots.
them to Obscura and to me.
It's why I have 3. Well, coming back into it, there is going to be a lot of stuff that happens over the next couple of days. But most of these will be treated as kind of downtime activities, as opposed to things that are happening, point to point. Situations that arise and will have to be handled over several hours as opposed to, immediately handled. However, Iraveto, I will get a crafting check from you.
Oh boy. Crafting. $58.
That will be successful. You'll be able to make something akin to sending stones,
But in little badge forms. Awesome.
How you want to describe them is up to you. I will stat them out.
They'll just be little circular, like they don't look very fancy because I don't want them to like stand out too much. But they look very akin to my normal badges where just like little circles with like a etched in depiction of something.
Yeah.
And I think ours will be just like a little like spool of thread or something. 'Cause that's what we named ourselves, sort of.
The Fred Down Wardens.
Mine's literally going to be hidden in my beard.
What if they all look like monocles instead? And we could wear them in our
they're just
eye.
like little like wooden badges with like a little metal rim around it, which probably has the enchantment in it.
And just allow
Are
you to
these
communicate.
are these mental communication, or are they talk into it and we can just magically hear it?
Either or. Basically,
Choose.
how I'm going to be working and mechanically speaking is it'll be like the message cantrip, but without a like range limitation, and you don't have to see your target.
Are we always on group call, or is this
Much the same
No,
as message. You can just kind of specify someone, or you can kind of talk to everyone, depending on how you're going.
we have a group call button? Don't worry, guys.
Yeah. Like
Conference call.
when I write this up,
Hopefully Junick
I
doesn't
will
accidentally press it when he's in the woods.
when I write it up, I'll be a little bit more specific, but this is kind of
That's all right.
a mechanical backing for something that is your high level.
Yeah.
And there is a spell, it used to be called the telepathic switchboard or telepathic link, which is essentially what this is going to be in badge form.
Okay.
But you were able to design and build enough for the party. Because you got a 38, however, you do make 2 extra.
Awesome. I was hoping to make a little extra if we needed to communicate with someone specifically.
Yeah.
Great. So I give one of those to Junick before he trots off on his little trip.
Yep. And then I'm off to Narnia.
Off to
See you
Narnia.
guys. See you guys in 2 days.
Going off into the wilderness. Well.
Do you have something in mind, or are we still deciding on things that we have to do? Because we do have to check the ship. I am curious about its condition. And the dragon, you know.
You do find Lapalcist and the airship.
And our little friends.
And your little friends are still on board as well.
Oh, thank God.
I'm trying to see why I do not actually have Lapalcist. She should be here, but she is not.
Now, Tara, technically you didn't say we found them alive. We've just found them. So don't get excited just yet.
Slaughtered on the deck of the ship.
Don't count your chickens. Oh, I have the top one. I don't have the bottom. They must have been from the other map. Damn it. That's fine. I will bring them back through. However, I should be able to do these ones. We'll at least be able to get a picture of her. Oh, these are the new pictures of the crystal dragons. Well, I guess Lapalcist is getting a little bit of a glow up.
That's okay.
Makes sense.
Pretty girl.
Nancy.
So that's just she's got an upgraded stat block now, right? So now
That's when she's not bound to a shit realm and in service of an asshole. Gotcha.
But you do find her, and she's kind of working away on the ship.
Did it get banged up?
By the looks of things, it did get a little bit banged up, but most of the damage seems pretty peripheral to it.
Estimation on getting it set up for the fleeing or for the move. It'll be ready by then, type of thing.
You ask Lapelcyst, and she says, well, okay. So the crystal that I was using for potential interdimensional travel has cracked.
Okay.
I will have to make a replacement, which will take many months.
That's not a priority right now. It's moving out of the city.
Regular flight will be possible. How many people are we taking?
I'm thinking if we can at least get like those that are going to have a harder time traveling, so like the children and maybe the elderly, like the really old and elderly that can't move. How if we brought our friend over, the one that we've been conversing plans with.
Yep.
How many do you think we could get all of them on, considering the size of the ship? Might be a tight fit, but if it can carry it, I would rather that. Children first, I would assume.
Well, Lapelcyst kind of says we could transport about 50 people. Theoretically, weight is always going to be a concern for what we're doing. But we can take a couple of people. Like I said, we can take about 50 people if needed.
All right. I'm assuming there's more than 50 children.
Yes.
Okay, so we have a problem. How do we determine who gets to go on the ship? People that literally can't move?
Aiva kind of looks to you, Aravetta.
God. Yes.
We can go for the ones that are most critically injured, or at least those who are in comas and things like that. But
people that can't do the travel.
We are going to be disappointing someone.
That's just going to be it. We probably won't be able to take the children then, I think, if we leave it, because at least they can travel. If we take those that are going to heavily slow us down, like us having to carry them because they can't move or things like that, they can get on the ship. If we could have, like, you guys know your city better, so if you can have someone collective, the people that need it most, who know that they need it most, we can get them on the ship. I was thinking, Shadran, you know more about, like, military stuff? She said that there's about 100 of the militia left. If you could perhaps organize them, you might be able to slightly enlist some more with your presence. You're very inspirational. She like slaps him on the shoulder. Inspirational presence, so we can have, you know, a decent amount of people running protection, or at least even if they don't do anything, being the face of protection helps.
Yes, I can organize them and organize the different forms of baggage training we will need for such a journey.
Yeah, it's getting the people that are going to be able to jump into a combat if we need, going to be able to mitigate problems throughout, because there's a lot of people to cover. So I think you'll be able to discern amongst the populace who those people would be, apart from the militia. So you have the militia already, but if there's anybody else that could perhaps be enlisted. I don't know what the general mercenaries are doing around, like our only friend that Drunic punched on with. I doubt we could pay his price, though.
I could try wrestling a giant to win their favor and maybe get them to come aid us.
I mean, I would like to ask, but if it's their home, I don't imagine them leaving. They would be helpful on the trip, for sure. But pressuring them seems like a bad idea.
Shadrin, give me a warfare lore check. Because from memory, you do have warfare lore.
That is correct.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking him to handle the militia stuff, because Ayurveda doesn't know jack shit.
That roll? For some reason, I can't see it in my own browser.
You got a 38.
Okay, it rolled. What's my modifier? Just thinking, I got 3 hero points.
Oh no, 38's going to be a success.
Okay, cool. We'll leave it there.
Like, you got a 17 on the roll. You're good. You think about it for a couple of moments. Consider the options. And for the most part, handling mundane problems, a large group of people moving like that won't be much of an issue for things like bandits or random monster attacks. Mostly because just a large group of people moving like that is its own preventative measure. There's going to be thousands of people moving through these valleys. Bandits aren't going to bother. It's just too much of a security risk. So in that particular regard, you could probably just spread the militia out across the refugee train that you're going to be building. Not the literal train, of course, but from your reckoning, the main problem is going to be from more magical means. Specifically, the Risen are going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that is a case of having to deal with magic.
We discerned that the majority of the academy was involved, right?
By the looks of things, a good chunk of the student population is on board with the Risen of the Trinity Star, yes.
Have I found Sal?
You can go and find Sal, but you're still
find Sal, 'cause...
you're currently talking to Lapelsis at the moment.
In figuring that out, once we have a moment, I will go find Sal, because he'll know the most about the academy. No point tiptoeing anymore. Whether they'll be, because I don't want to just start taking them with us and then them be a problem, down the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah, once we've talked with her and sort of set up a plan on what to do, figuring out who's going on the ship, who's going to be under Shadrin's lineup, who's going to be doing what on the trip, type of thing. Making sure we have food and people trustworthy to watch over stores while we transport them is also going to be a big thing.
Well, Lapelsis says, bring me the people, I will take them to wherever you need them to go. I'll be faster on the airship, but it will still take time.
How much faster? Because could she do 2 trips?
She could do 2 trips in the time it would take you to do the full one. So she could get there and back.
So midway, we could send up another load.
Clever plan. You probably could, yes.
Okay, that also helps.
As
and
you
should
get
anybody
closer
get
and
injured
closer.
or sick on the way, they can go up on the ship. Okay.
I like it. It's a good idea.
I'll probably ask Nixie for help on who are the most critical to send up, because she'll be more discerning on being able to tell who. But since all the sick are sort of being brought to one place, or the injured are being brought to one place. But yeah, so definitely send word to anybody, because like, there's going to be people that we're not going to be able to find throughout the city.
Okay. I am tracking your supply points as you kind of gather them through like information and planning and things like that.
Supply points as in noting down if it was saying helpful things, or
actual points.
Okay.
So numbered points.
Okay.
Like I'm tracking, just so you're aware, I am tracking your successes on skill checks and things like that. Mm-hmm. And I'm increasing your supply points as you go along.
This is still the first day, so I assume we're going to have to deal with collecting as much as we can from the city.
Yep.
Finding any of the carts and systems to transport. You said something to Drunic about... I forgot the word. The saddle thing?
The hideout?
Yeah. Did you say that's the best route to take?
So we have started to get some merchant caravans sorted and started, particularly traveling between here and the lands of the Linum Kings to the north, and to further into the Sagalites to the south. Mm-hmm. And because of the rocky terrain that we have to deal with, things like wagons and carts struggle.
Okay.
So we've kind of figured out that, I mean, grab a Triceratops, stick a Howdow on top, it does the job.
I love it. So you're saying we have pack dinos. God.
You do have access to pack dinos.
I am hugging myself, by the way. Give me a parasol. I'm good. All right. Okay, so we've got. You already have enough of those, you think, or do we need to go out and get more? Are you saying?
I'm going to organize a meeting for your compatriots to talk to some of the movers and shakers, shall I say. Amongst them will be Sonrasi. She's a Lamia who lives in the area, but she's also something of a merchant queen.
Okay.
I'm trying to talk to someone friendly to us in the academy, but it's been a struggle. Your reputation...
To even contact?
Pardon?
To struggle to contact, or they're just being dicks over there?
Apparently they're going through their own issues.
Well, I'm going to head over soon to go find Sal. I don't really care about decorum at this point. So I'm just going to walk up. But if there's someone you need to get in contact with, I could try and get it through Sal.
The problem is I don't know who's in charge anymore.
I guess I could find that out too. I will give her one of the pins. Hold on to this for now. If I find anything, I'll let you know. If you find anything, you can let us know.
I'm not going to make you do a perception check for this, Iravetta.
Perception?
But I will let you know that for her part, she's doing her best to rise to the occasion.
She's doing really well.
But she is struggling.
We team effort. You don't have to take it all on your own. If you need something, you can let us know. Vice versa. Okay. I know it's a lot considering everything that's happening, but she does like a really tries to do like an enthusiastic, like a where you I don't know what the term is, but you like thumbs up, but it's like you swing
Pep
it in
talk?
front of you. That thing. No, the thing that
the gesture.
The gesture that
yeah,
like hand on hip, thumbs up, but
And then you swing it across your... Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what you call it. But she just kind of does like one of those like, we've got this. We got this. So we'll be fine.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Oh God. That
Reroll?
Rerolling that. Oh, thank fuck.
That's more
Okay,
like it. Jesus
sure.
Christ.
I was holding onto my desk so hard because I was like, it's gonna fuck me over again. It's gonna be like last week's. The dice hated me.
I was about to say, Tara needs to like change her dice out because
You can't do that on
Like-
this game unless I change the colors.
Like I
Maybe
you can
said,
change the colors.
whoever is behind Dice So Nice, they need to create a dice jail mod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up again. Hopefully they got something going on.
Dice incineration.
Just something. Just drag the die into it and it sets on fire or goes into the void, something.
At the very least, it'll be satisfying to feel.
Yes. Okay, so there's that. You're going to see
I
Sal.
do try give her some motivation in her, because it's a lot. I get it's a lot.
I think it's more so that she's hurting rather than like being overwhelmed.
I mean, maybe, but it's also a lot for someone to just suddenly undertake managing a whole city.
Probably a little column A, a little column B.
yeah.
Like, she sits down for a couple of moments, and you get the feeling like she probably hasn't sat down properly in hours, perhaps longer. Just with the organization of the festival and now all of this. And she says, it's a strange thing, because for those of us who worship Norticular and draw divine power from her, we have or had a direct connection to her. Like, people talk about prayers as if they're like a conversation, but it feels sometimes one-sided. We could just go to the palace and talk to her.
I think you guys are lucky in that aspect. Not a lot of people have that. Some people worship their gods for their whole lives and don't hear a single thing back. I don't think it makes it any less.
It doesn't. And it's just... we still can draw power from her, but she's silent.
Don't know what's going on. I'm not the biggest religion faith person. Not in the same aspect that you guys would be, I guess. I have grandma, but like, I don't draw any power from her, I don't think. But I have seen her. So it's different for everybody. And sometimes that's gonna change.
I hope it's temporary. But thank you. Thank you for the kind words.
Maybe have a drink. It seems to help Drunic a lot.
Would you like a hug?
She holds out her arms for a hug.
Oh,
That's just kind of like,
Comes in
fuck
and
it.
big warm metal hug, and he like uses
it is.
kinetic
I
energy to
imagine
like
it'd be warm.
yeah, he like intentionally warms himself to like the perfect temperature as well.
Nice.
Love it. Because it'd be like emanating from the warmth.
You saying that gave me a flashback to the Venture Bros, where it's like, would you like track pads heated to just above your body temperature? I'd be done. It's a real treat.
All right. Drunic, I know what you're doing. So this is where we're going to start going through the day-to-day events of things as they kind of occur. Iraveta, I know you're going to talk to Sal. But I'm going to start getting some checks from people just so we can start gathering some supplies up.
That's fine. Yeah.
Nixie!
I thought you forgot about me.
Look, I dropped a bombshell on you. I figured I'd give you a chance to kind of sit a little bit.
Super 8, yes.
So, I'm going to give you a couple of options for, and these options are for everyone. I'm going to give you a couple of options for downtime things that you can do on like the day-to-day basis. But particularly I'm asking for what you're doing on this first day. Now, the options are fortifying shelters. So making sure those people who are trying to stay out of the elements, trying to stay safe, have some sort of building over their head. Comforting and protecting. So soothing people, seeing to wounds, keeping troublemakers in line, that kind of thing. Also bolstering morale for various other means. You can directly oppose the Risen. Although they are currently leaderless by the sounds of things, there are still pockets of resistance, and they're just doing their best to cause trouble randomly. And finally, scavenging supplies. So, Nixie.
Wow, okay. Nixie had a different idea.
Well, what do you have in mind?
Going to see if she could fortify any of the runes.
Ooh. I can dig it.
To try and prolong the shattering of them to extend the time a little.
I mean, that's smart.
The last thing we want is a shattered rune. I played an entire game about that.
Yeah. And then we went to this shadowy land and shit got fucking weird.
So weird.
So weird.
So triggered.
That's what I was thinking. Otherwise, if I couldn't do that, then
No,
yeah, Nixie
look,
would.
give me a religion check.
Okay.
Remember, everyone out there who is watching this later, although an adventure path will give you options, always be willing to kind of work with your players on different things.
If 34 is not a pass, I will re-roll.
That will be a success.
Yay!
Look, it takes the better part of a day.
Mm-hmm.
But you're no stranger for doing long rituals involving consecrations and stuff like that.
Oh, I could have consecrated the ground for 3 days. Never mind.
A part of this, or a part of the problems with this, is that this is definitely arcane magic.
Mm-hmm.
And you're using your divine connection, which at the moment feels
it's a
strong.
little weak.
Well, it's strange, and you kind of feel it as you're trying to reinforce this rune. Your divine power, your divine abilities feels as strong as ever. Like, your connection to Desner seems still strong. But it's silence.
Yeah.
It's like being left on red.
Yeah. It's the worst feeling in the world. Was Nixie able to get through to Nocticula at all when she did a prayer to her?
No.
Understood. All right.
I will...
Yeah, after she does the rune stuff, she'll tend to people.
Well, it's kind of as you're working the rune, getting it reinforced, that you kind of get a greater vision of the area and how the runes all connect and what they're doing. Because from what you were told, these runes kind of keep the area stable from volcanoes erupting, general landslides, that kind of thing. The general things that happen naturally in such an area as this. What you probably weren't told is that this chain of volcanoes exists due to the one creature which lies buried at the bottom of one of these volcanoes. Bound in place, and you can kind of feel its presence. It doesn't seem to be waking, but it is kind of stirring, akin to a animal kind of turning over in its slumber. And this act is causing things to rise from the lava. These wards help prevent that from happening. In short, it will probably take a little while, but there are going to be monsters coming down from the mountains.
Oh boy.
But you did get some supply points.
Yay.
Because you were assisting, and more to the point, you helped save lives, so the survival points, which I have 100 of, will not be going down.
Yay.
Iravetta.
Yes, I'm just choking on a wagon wheel.
Isn't it always the way with wagon wheels? You wanted to go and see Sal.
I do want to go see Sal.
Where's our boy?
Because from what I know, he's been at the academy this whole time.
He has been at the academy this entire time. And when you go and see him, he kind of responds as immediately as he can, and he comes out the front gates to see you. Kind of teleporting as he has a tendency to do. He goes, "Cousin, hello."
Hey, are you okay?
No.
You seem a little... What's up? I mean, the whole city's fucked, but what's up?
I think it's best if I show you.
Oh, okay. I will follow him.
He takes you...
Give me, like, a summary.
He takes you through to what can be graciously called a gymnasium for the academy. Mm-hmm. This is probably where the students involved would be exercising a lot of the more practical acts of magic. You know, practicing throwing fireballs at one another, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And by the looks of things, he has covered a good 3/4 of the inside of this place with spiderweb.
What?
And
What are you
within
doing?
these spiderwebs are several people.
Oh. Interesting. Is he
And
risen? What's up?
also off to one side is what looks to be a spider. Much like yourself and Sal in your spider forms, but this one only has a singular eye that occupies the majority of its head.
Cool Cyclops spider.
Now,
Are they also stuck to the wall?
they're stuck in the webs as well.
Okay. Interesting. Look, I was meant to come find you a couple days ago, but all shit hit the fan, so... A couple days ago. Yesterday. I was supposed to come see you yesterday. I mean.
No, look, we've all been busy.
You want to explain this?
So, there was another attempted coup when everything went down. Apparently the Risen were trying to take over the rest of the academy. So there's a pretty big library here dedicated to the Runelords. Mm-hmm. Access is pretty restricted for obvious reasons. The Risen wanted access to it.
Okay. So these are Risen.
Yes. This is a spell I devised, or at least it's an alteration of a spell I devised. It's a stasis web.
Awesome. Just points to the spider. Not friend?
Not friend.
Okay. Yeah. we hadn't been able to stop by the academy at all, so I wasn't really quite sure of their position in everything that's happened. Considering half of the people Drunik and Shadron have been killing within the last couple of hours have been people from the academy.
Idiots. Fools.
Yeah. But your clarification is the whole academy is not up the skirt?
There's still pockets of people
shit?
who are kind of just wanted to study magic, like all of us.
Where are they now?
The coup has been suppressed at this point. So everything is safe and things are kind of going back to normal. There's discussion of what to do with the academy, though.
Well, we're organizing the... Oh my god, what's it called? Not escape.
Evacuation?
Evacuation, that's the word.
An evac?
The evac, yeah. We're organizing the evac at the moment for the general populace. At the moment, I'm not sure if the Giants will be coming. I think they'll be staying. Is your academy staying? Is it safe to do so?
I don't think it's safe for us to stay. I'll get you in contact with Five Runes.
With who?
Jaffriel. Jaffriel,
Okay.
Five Runes. He's kind of taken over in regards to
And
things.
he's good?
He's a wizard.
He's... Okay, against or for Risen? Because at the moment, that's sort of the distinction. The Risen bad, everyone else good.
He has his own ambitions, but he is against the Risen.
Okay.
He feels like the
You know,
Runelords restrict
end of the
magic
world,
too
she
much.
looks directly at, like, some of the fucks on the wall. The end of the world means no more using magic.
Well, I think that brings us to our other friend.
The spider? Is that who he's pointing to?
Yeah, he goes over to it and kind of just looks at it.
They're not really cousin, are they? Are they cousin?
They're not
Are they
cousin.
Okay.
I think it's from Gendelay.
Oh! Irva had like a moment of like, fuck, those things fucked me up. Okay, so they summoned one of them here? Or do you think this was just happen chance?
I think it came through. If I'm right and my theory is correct, they're called Watchers.
Have we heard about them at all? I doubt, but...
They seem mostly benign, but they tend to follow disasters.
Okay. So not a great thing to deal with. Can you send it back? What do you want what do we want us to do with it?
I don't know.
You seem like there's something I can help with, and I'm not sure exactly what
It's not so much help, it's more support.
Okay.
Because I don't know what to do
yeah.
with them either. I have tried to banish it, it won't go.
It won't go. Have you tried talking to it?
So, it's been trapped here for a little while. Time is behaving weirdly for it. I think it's angry at me.
As in... Because it... What do you mean time... Sorry, what do you mean time's behaving weirdly for it?
It's been there in its own perception about 100 years.
Oh. Do you want me to talk to it?
I don't know. If you want to talk to it, I will let it happen.
Does it speak common? What's going... fuck. Alright.
I don't think language is going to be a problem. My hope is that once we release it, it'll just leave.
Hold on.
You know that feeling that most people see when they see us?
we're spiders.
Yeah, but I get that from it.
But we're like technically like distant cousins. Sorry, I'm looking at the. Did you say language is not going to be a problem or going to be a problem? Because I'm
Not
looking
gonna
at
be
the
a problem.
linguist dictionary. Okay, all right. So I can just talk to it. I will step forward and give it a nice smile. Be like, hi. I will call it kin.
Yeah. Sal will kind of twist his limbs in the air and cause time for it to kind of not accelerate, but go somewhat back to normal.
Okay. Hi. Is it looking at me at all, or is it like fixated on Sal?
The singular iris upon this thing, which is very spider-like, seems to rotate and fixate upon you. It's a strange thing to look at because its limbs aren't really attached to the eye-like head itself. They just kind of float there semi-attached.
Oh, that's so cool. Do you have a picture of it?
I wish I
But
did.
maybe don't post on the thing. I'd be just like, send it to me. Send it to me. Okay, very cool.
I think of the descriptions and details for these things and just do not have the pictures from sometimes.
No, it's fine. I think Aravetta definitely is just like fascinated with its like structure. It's like, hi, it might not be easy to tell, but we're all definitely kin. Spider, she points to herself, points to Sal, spider, points to the creature in front of her, spider. So, what's up? Why are you in the building?
Hey, Eldritch Fiend, what's up?
How you doing there, buddy?
It's not like she does this on a common basis.
No.
She doesn't know where to start.
There's a couple of moments there where you kind of feel like you hear this distortion through the air. And it takes you a little while to realize, and it's only by tapping into some of your own kind of power that you're able to figure out that it seems to be just cycling through language, trying to find a common starting point.
I know a couple. Shouldn't be too hard.
Before it begins to speak. So you're the one.
Huh? I'm the one? She looks thoroughly concerned.
That was all your fault.
I'm great and all, but what do you mean?
You're one of the godlings.
Huh? Everybody like, straight up looks stupefied. She's like, huh? I think there's been a miscommunication. I'm Aravetta. I don't know who or what you are. You look beautiful, may I say. Some may not appreciate. As a spider, I definitely do. But no, I'm just an arty with maybe some weird shit. But that's about it.
It cycles through to Goblinoid.
Okay.
And says, ascended.
Also wrong?
I heard that snort.
But how about no?
Everyone doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. They're talking about. Sorry, I don't know what you're conferring about.
A mortal given divine power. Power that of a god.
How do you know that? Why do you know that?
In 5 languages at once, it says watch.
Watch?
As in, they watch. That's how they know they watch.
So you're just like a mild voyeur, harmless? Just like to watch?
We see the end. We watch it. We watch
doesn't
those
sound
who are
very-
involved. Those who may stop it. Those who may accelerate it.
Okay.
We watch.
So why are you here now? You weren't here before and you were watching fine.
It kind of leans forward, still attached to
Everybody-
the web.
Everybody's like not backing out or anything, but she's like fiddling with her fingers. She's like just like rubbing her knuckles.
We needed to get closer.
Why?
Watch closer.
I mean, you could always just ask if you wanted answers. When you say we, who else do you mean?
There is more than
And as
I.
she says that, hold on, as she says that, she's gonna turn aside like, "You sure you didn't talk to this thing? Because this thing's really talkative. Holy fuck!"
I hate to break it to you, Iravetter. I can tell that you're talking and you're communicating. I don't understand what it's saying.
Oh, that's a great, wonderful.
I've already cast comprehend languages. I'm still getting nothing.
I'll give you the bio afterwards. Okay. Yeah, who's we? More kin? I mean, you consider us kin, right? You've seen me as a spider if you've been watching close enough, right?
Kin works. Not accurate.
Well, you don't have to be mean about it, just because you're pretty and all.
Aww.
I want to be kin with you, bro. Damn. Okay, so you're here to watch a little closer. Anything else?
We watch.
Why do you watch? For fun? What's
Why do you
happening?
breathe? Why do you see?
I mean, I don't always
Why do
have
you
to breathe.
live?
That's a choice.
It is such.
Okay, my fear is you'll do more than watching. You know what I mean? She turns out, was it doing more than just standing around? What was it doing when you strung it up on the wall? Because, like, it has a thing about watching. It's a little bit of a voyeur. It kind of, like, it's like we had to get closer. We came here because we wanted to get closer, to watch closer. Like,
Its sight was unnerving to a point it was causing people to go crazy.
oh. It had, like, an effect on others? Or just people looking at us go a little crazy?
No, it was having an effect on people.
I will turn back to Spider. Did you notice those around you were going a little... And she, like, throws her hands up around her head a little bit. Near you? Because, like, well, I mean, look, I have nothing against you just standing around watching. That's fine, I guess. But if you're going to affect others in a negative way, that's kind of not great in a social standing.
We watch. We should not be watched.
Seems selfish
Okay.
to me, but you know.
Wait, hold on. I've been looking at you this whole time. Am I gonna go crazy?
It once again cycles through several different terms and variations
God, you're
upon
cool. You don't have to flex on me like this.
ascended. It's trying to figure out a way to kind of convey the fact that you have mythic power.
Okay. So it creeps you out, Sal. Like, when you're looking at it.
I have a stronger will than most people.
Okay. So if we, like, maybe make it a tent and stop people looking at it and just give it a couple of peepholes. She looks back and says, fine. Nobody's looking at you. You can watch freely. I don't really know if that, helps the end. Do you want the end? Or are you just like watching the show?
We watch.
Yes, I know. Love, I know you watch. You know how when some people watch plays and they're like, I can't wait till everyone fucking dies at the end. Or you're just there for the fun of it. You know? What's the motivation for watching? Like, what do you get from watching?
It seems to get a little bit frustrated.
I'm trying to figure out if I can help you in your situation right now, where we can have a mutual understanding of things without being stuck up on a wall in spiderwebs and hurting anybody else. Because I don't want other people to get hurt. That would be unproductive. You know what I mean?
Some people can get hurt.
It switches to a naughty and uses a turn of phrase common for your people. Mm-hmm. And it boils down to, why does the spider care about the fly?
Because hungry. Hungry.
The insinuation being a spider doesn't care about the emotional state of the fly. It kind of just doesn't matter to it.
Okay, I'm really struggling here. I turned this out. I'm sure I can still understand me. I'm really struggling here because it's like, I don't really care about other people. I just want to watch. If you can't send it back, it has to stay here, right?
It speaks again and says, we will create more distance if you release me.
Look, I don't mind if you want a front row seat. I just want to know is, like, are you the only one watching what you're seeing? Is someone else watching and you seeing what you're seeing? Are you, like, telling someone that probably wants to kill me and my friends what you're seeing?
Not that we're aware of.
Okay, so that's
That was
okay.
a really roundabout way to ask, are you working with the mustache dickhead?
Do you know the mustachier?
You know the mustache man? Mustache man?
Mustache man!
The mustache
See,
man!
he has another title, but I won't say it out loud because this is being recorded. People that use my tablets know what it is.
Yeah, no.
Because look, again, I'm totally fine hanging about. Give you maybe like a dress and make sure people can't see you. That's fine. That would be fine. I don't mind. You can hang out. Not bothered, as long as it's not going to affect us, you know, and my friends.
We will create distance.
When you say we, is there multiple of you, or that's just how you talk about yourself? Which is fine. I know people do that. But what do you mean by we?
There are more of us.
You gonna come bite me in the ass later?
It looks confused.
Everybody kind of like leans a little. She's a little bit more casual. She's like, look, it's not been a great couple of days. She's kind of like mildly treating this as like a freehand therapist. It's not been a great couple of days. And, you know, I don't think I could deal with letting another thing happen that would come and bite me in the butt again. Figuratively. If you get what I mean. I'm cool with us being friends, and you can watch. That's fine. As long as it's not going to harm me and the people I care about. And people I don't care about. She points to, like, the rest of the academy.
I think you're fine on that front, bub. It's just gonna...
No, this is just Ayurveda venting.
We will create distance.
Okay. I think they'll be fine, Sal.
I feel like it's saying that with a slightly more impatient tone every time. It's like, I already told you, we'll create distance.
We'll break out the binoculars, okay? What else do you want from us?
Shut up about it already. Jeez, Mom.
Sal, they're here to, like, watch the show. I think that's all they're gonna do. Just make sure people don't look at them. They're gonna move away. And yes, there are apparently more of them.
Okay. Sure.
If you can't banish them, there's nothing much else we can do.
True. All right.
Don't bite my friend.
Have you tried asking Nixie?
No, because Nixie's not here.
You can
I'm at the academy, bro. She's elsewhere.
Yes, but you can ask her. Huh.
Sal does another couple of gestures in the air, and this section of webbing holding this creature in place is released. And in a means that can only be described as uncanny, considering it lacks eyelids, it blinks, and
Aww.
it disappears.
Bye, beautiful.
I'll be watching where you can't see me.
I mean, literally. Now Erin
So
will be
all
like looking over her
I
shoulder
would
any moment of the time.
What I've gotten from this is the Watchers are basically a pack of verdies.
No, you know what I heard? I heard Watchers are the manifestation of
They're just lurking in the bushes.
So
Watchers are straight up chat.
So to kind of explain a little bit, you know how there's people who like to see train wrecks?
That's what I was asking them.
Yeah.
And he kind of gave you an answer.
This is why I'm
Like,
kind
are
of giving
here
you
just to
the
watch
more.
shit hit the fan?
This is why I'm giving you the more colloquial explanation.
Yeah.
Some people want to watch the world
translating
burn.
from, translating from Strick's logic.
Good, great to watch.
Oh.
Otherwise,
Well, at least we know there's people watching us whenever we roll the critical failure ones.
yeah.
At least we're making somebody happy.
Also, I gotta
We're
say,
just making good content.
as a GM, I really like being able to mess around with some of these more eldritch concepts and creatures from the beyond. I run a lot of like level 1 to 10 adventures, and they don't get to play around with this as much. It's really cool when I get to do it.
What a surprise!
They
The
sound
Eldritch
cool.
DM likes running the Eldritch shit.
I just didn't want them to be like the video recorder for Ash Mustachio. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
So
Oh.
Shadrin,
Yes.
how are you helping out the city at the moment? Because like I said, this is kind of day-to-day events. I can give the options
you
again
said-
if you so wish.
I remembered you said you for people to like create the temporary shelters and all that.
Yeah.
So it's probably what I'll focus on doing, using his crafting, using his kinetic ability to pull in metal and shape it. He's going to be like making sure that we have the means to keep everyone sheltered whenever we break camp, and he'll disassemble things and carry supplies and that kind of stuff. But we haven't left yet, have we? We're still in town.
You're still in town.
I
Druidic
don't
has
even think I'm back yet.
Druidic's not back yet, but Druidic's doing his part, but he's doing his part as a ranger.
Druidic's doing his part the way that Druidic does his part. He fucked off into the woods. It's
Give me
Foregone
a
conclusion.
crafting check, Shadrin.
Actually, I think that's what he'll do when he's on the road. But I think what he might do now is go speak with the giants and ask them for aid. Either an escort, because giants are long-lived. They can leave their mountain and come back. I want to see if either any of them would like to escort us, or at least help assemble all of the things that we need to leave quicker. So he'll see if the giants will help.
He did impress them with his drinking ability.
He absolutely
Indeed.
did.
The fact that he's a Conrasu and that's was cheating is beside the point.
I'm gonna say diplomacy or society.
Okay. Can he impress them with his prowess with an arm wrestle?
That will come after you find their leader.
Ah. I will roll a Cargo Society because it's slightly higher. But I'm going to use a mythic point because then I'll have a much better modifier.
Because you use the mythic, that'll be a success.
The lower number on the die, but a higher result in the end.
Because it's a good way to bypass the untrained. It's just like, you know what? I'm going to get mythic proficiency. Did it. Beautiful.
What do you mean I'm bad at society? Fuck you, I'm not. Plot armor.
Traversing the city at the moment is something of a trial in and of itself. For you, it's a little bit easier, but between the earthquakes that have a tendency to happen, landslides, whatever the Risen has been doing around the place, and there's also just gravity distortions that kind of occur, it takes you a little while. But you eventually find who you're looking for. A man by the name of Vokshar.
I already did the name.
Vokshar Verglask. I will
Can I
put
have his
into chat. No.
But I want it!
It is a helm of office.
So what you're saying is I need to win the election against it.
You have to beat him in single combat.
Yeah.
I did great against that ice already. I don't know what anyone's been telling you. So I reckon I could probably maybe not die.
You eventually find him, and he's speaking with other giants. Some of them are larger than him, but they all seem to defer to his opinion and his wisdom. Do you speak Jotun?
Ooh, I don't speak Jotun. I've got Aklo, Mwangi, Rasu, and Common Taldane.
So unfortunately, you won't be able to understand a lot of the conversation that's happening. But after a little while, it'll stop. And he will look to you and usher you forward.
Yeah, Shadron walks forward, but he waits till he's addressed before speaking.
I'm told you wish to speak to us. Or at least speak to me in particular.
Indeed, O great Vokshar of the giant clan. I have come humbly to beseech your aid.
Our aid in such a time as this?
Yes, for you understand that these small mortal beings such as, well, not quite myself, but the people of this town are not as hardy and strong as those of the giant clans. Your strength and long-lived lives, I was hoping that you might be able to spare some assistance.
We are extending our assistance to the people of the city as it is.
Ah, that is good to hear. Mayhaps we shall have the privilege of traveling with some of your kin.
And that is what you really are here for.
Yes, for protecting these people, getting them to safety is of utmost importance. However, I do know the need and urgency of maintaining this location. One, as an ancestral home, but two, as a potential threat for further incursions. I of my group would have preferred or perhaps requested to stay behind, but I have to go with them to ensure that their safe travels are ensured.
It is something we are considering. You should understand that we have lived in this area for generations. And as you say, we are long-lived. So when I say generations, I mean a very long time. And every time the smaller folk get it in their heads to invoke power beyond their understanding, it seems as if myself and my people suffer.
I agree that certain things should not be meddled with. Maintaining balance is my purpose in this world. I have traveled far and have found myself here, however, is not helping those in need. Also noble, also honorable. It is but a mere 10 days' travel, 1 month total return trip. Would this not be a small blink in the lifespan of a giant? However, it would mean ever so much for those who are less able as you.
I'm going to get a diplomacy check from you, Shadron. Now, understand, from the role-playing and the conversation you've had, because you've maintained that accent throughout the entire thing. So this will be a success. We're checking for whether you get a critical success or not.
Gotcha. Diplomacy.
Evidently, the way to get a giant to do what you want is just to age shame them.
Well,
Now, I will use another mythic point.
yeah. Gaming the system, I see how it is.
That's a little better.
A little better.
Just turn a -2 into a +21. Yeah, that helps. Got a lot of mythic points. God damn.
Yeah, no, this is what they're for.
Yeah.
Who needs untrained improvisation, yeah? He considers your words. And he says, we have continued in this area through what you would call apocalypse after disaster. Your rulers come and go. I will say, Sortian, for her part, seemed to care about us. Did not see us simply as soldiers for her wars. Not that she seemed interested. You will have our aid, if for no other reason but to honor her memory.
Thank you. I appreciate the assistance. If you require anything from me, I know you have great craftsmen of your own. However, I have the ability to draw both fire and metal. I may be able to aid if there's any repairing to be done before we leave.
There may be something that I'll need your help with. But that can wait until things are organized.
Very well. And if I ever do manage to get back here in the future, perhaps we can continue as friends, as Shadron's long-lived as well. He's probably going to come back here at some point.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, you'll just basically bid him a farewell, tell him to call on him, where to find him, and that yeah.
Yep, fair enough.
Thank you for his aid.
Well, I have added extra to the supply points. Drunic.
Yes.
To begin with, I'm going to need a survival check from you.
That tracks. Don't fuck it up. 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 Don't fuck it up.
That's
that
good.
Works.
It's
See, the
good.
Don't Fuck It Up song works again. It's fine. 41.
Now, you're scouting the area, but did you have specific questions in mind?
He's scouting primarily dangerous terrain areas, trying to ascertain the route that they're going to have to take.
Yep.
Keeping in mind that, it's a lot of fucking people. He's looking for monsters, particularly monster dens. Because yes, it is a lot of people, and generally beasts won't fuck with that. But he's keeping in mind there's been a lot of fucking mat wizard shit going on.
Yeah.
There's a lot of exotic energies in the area. There's things that it wouldn't be hard for wizards to just rile up a bunch of fucking animals anyway.
Yeah.
And if they're on a tantrum, they're on a tantrum. So yeah, he wants to know roughly where the monsters are making their habitats, dangerous terrain, any potential kind of chokeholds on traveling that many people, bridges, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And just see if you can spot some quicker paths. Also places for gathering water, additional provisions, that kind of thing.
The general survival gist of things.
Yeah, he's just recon. Spending 2 days to recon. He is like he's moving quickly, but he is like also paying attention. But like, yeah, he wants to at least go about 3 days worth of convoy travel out.
Yep.
If not more,
Mm-hmm.
and then back. And he wants to do it in that kind of 48-hour time period.
Yeah, that's all good. Well, you start to go out on your journey, and things seem to be going pretty well, all things considered. Most of the wild animals you encounter won't really bother a caravan of the size that's going to be exiting. You kind of start to figure out the proper route for something of that size. True to their word, merchant passages and routes have already been established, so considering the size once again, you'll be just taking advantage of that.
Yeah, he will also keep an eye out. He's not necessarily expecting them because this area is so remote, and trade, like they said, trade was going to mainly be through the portal. He is keeping an eye out as well for like if there are bandits. Again, he doesn't expect they'll fuck with the caravan, but it doesn't hurt to note them down. And if he sees an opportunity to take a couple of assholes out and chops their hands off, he'll take it. It's been a long time since I've been able to chop some hands.
It's one of the strange things as you're kind of out there in the wilderness. Because you do find a bandit camp. A pretty well established one too. It looks like they had the palisades all set up, a couple of like rough cabins. It was kind of built into this valley type area.
So kind of like borderline bandit fort kind of deal.
Yeah. Like they were entrenching themselves. They were getting ready to kind of field out. For what purpose, you're not sure. But when you find them, they're all dead in their beds.
Oh. He's going to very gingerly. He'll probably do like a full circle of the camp and like is keeping eyes and nose and everything. Like tremor sense is going, blood sense is going.
Yeah.
He's definitely doing a full circle looking for any movement. If there's no movement, he will kind of sneak his way in the camp. I wouldn't mind finding out how these fuckers died.
Still as slumber.
That's not disconcerting at all. I always some bullshit going on.
A closer examination, because you do find plenty of them. There was a good 20 to 30 people here.
Oh shit, decent camp, yeah.
Every single one of them shows the same signs. It is as if they have been frozen in terror. Not in kind of like turned to ice, but as if they've been visited by a night terror and it has killed them.
Kind of like how your body seizes up when you're in intense fear.
Yes.
It's almost like induced rigor mortis. No external injuries?
No external injuries. Their eyes, however, seem to have been... The eyes are still there, but they seem to have been grayed. Like,
It wouldn't happen to be an ashy kind of grey, would it?
Having a closer look, you do actually kind of see a darkness, blackness to it with a kind of red iris. Kind of
reminiscent of the thingy that we won't say the name of.
Very
reminiscent. Definitely not coming for the fact that which is definitely not coming for the fact that I don't remember its name, but that's probably not a bad thing. So it's much more indicative of that rather than Mr. Mustachio Dickface.
Correct.
Which canonically is how Druidic remembers it, by the way. Okay. Can Druidic figure out roughly how long ago this might have happened? Like, even because I'm not very good at the whole autopsy thing. Nixie's always been better at that than he is, but he's gonna kind of look.
It's the easy.
He's gonna look at like campfires, and stuff like that.
Like the embers for the campfire still seem to be cooling, so this probably happened last night. That
same time that everything kicked off.
Probably a little bit of extra time, but roughly would be accurate. Now, Druidic, as you kind of start to exit the camp, you see a manticore kind of making its kind of a lazy circle around the mountains as well.
Aerial,
but you can tell it's it's looking in a similar way to you, you know. It can smell, you know, fresh meat, something that it can attack, and it's trying to figure out, you know, best plot for an attack, that kind of things.
Just a question on manticores, because in some settings they're relatively intelligent, some they're very much more bestial. How are they normally within Galarian?
Usually semi-intelligent. Like, they're intelligent enough that they wouldn't take a rider. Like, they wouldn't be a beast of burden.
Yeah.
But they do tend to be territorial and hyper-aggressive.
So they're the kind of ones that wouldn't necessarily fuck about, wouldn't care about a convoy with a little bit of provocation.
Probably not. Especially not one that's like this. As you kind of watch it, however, and you and Misha are good enough with your survival training that it won't spot you from where you are. But you watch as suddenly it falters in midair and just falls from the sky.
Any audio cue?
No real audio cue, but as you're kind of watching it fall, it's almost as if it fell asleep midair.
Okay. That leads into a question I was going to have before we saw the manticore. You said that I was finding all of them dead in their beds, right?
Yep.
Are any of them just dead in the open as if they might have been patrolling and just fell asleep? Or does it look like they were like driven by this like overwhelming need to go to bed and sleep?
With your critical success, I will let you know that it does seem like some of them were compelled to sleep.
Okay, so it wasn't necessarily like a sudden and gone. It was, you're fucking exhausted, go to bed, and you're bandit, so you don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Drunica whistle for Misha. They're going to head off to where the manticore hit the ground. They are. I'm not going fast paced at this point. We are going sneaky beaky. Stay as hidden as we possibly can.
Which is fair enough.
Because manticores are still fairly dangerous critters in Galarian, right? They're not like a low-level mob.
Oh, yeah, no. They're nasty things.
Yes. So something that's able to just kind of go, you're out like that is, concerning. Yeah, no, sneaky beaky time.
as you start to edge your way closer to it, you see what looks to be a shimmer, as if something invisible kind of pluck its way over to where the manticore is. And as you watch it, wisps of smoke, dust, sand, you're not quite sure.
Even potentially ash?
Potentially.
Yeah.
Outlined within this creature, it's huge in size. A good bit longer than the manticore. And it seems to just perch itself over the manticore. And you watch as the manticore begins to struggle in its sleep, as if having a nightmare.
Okay, so 2 things.
Yep.
I want to designate this creature as my hunt.
Yep.
Not necessarily to attack it, but for the benefits, because I've got Shadow Mark and all that kind of stuff, the benefits of hunt.
Yep.
Secondly, he's going to strike up Tremor Sense, and he's going to try and edge. If he sees any indication, like any even slight twitch on this thing, he's going to stop approaching, but he's going to try and get within range for Tremor Sense to be able to give me a clearer picture of this thing.
As you edge closer, you get within range of your tremor sense, and it's still not setting off. But as it continues to kind of perch over this manticore, you watch as it twists and looks towards it, and in a kind of sudden moment, you feel it exist. Your tremor sense begins to go off, as if it finally settles upon the land. And you see its red eye glaring at this thing.
I'm going completely still, like still as a rock. Like breath is held, not a fucking peep. He has left Misha several feet back.
Yeah.
Like, because Misha's not as sneaky as he is. And I'm going to have a look through my fucking items in case this goes to shit. So I got Shadow Hide armor, which is helping me. Vigilant Eye probably doesn't help me. I got Cloak of the Bat if I need to try and fly. You said this thing's become more tangible, right?
Yes.
Does it seem, obviously magical flight's a thing, does it seem to have any biological flight ability?
It doesn't have wings, but it does seem to be able to fly on its own accord.
I figured as much. How big are we talking?
Like I said, huge in size, so dwarfing the manticore. If this was a straight up fight, it would probably eviscerate it. Like, this creature would eviscerate the manticore quite easily.
Which means it's not hunting by stealth for necessity, it's hunting potentially for the thrill of it.
For fun, even. And as you're watching this, you see that there's some sort of transference that happens as the manticore's eyes open up suddenly. And there's just this silent scream that emanates from the manticore as it seizes up, much like the bandits.
Is there any smell or sound or anything from this critter, or is it kind of spooky silent?
Spooky silent.
Great, that doesn't reassure me at all. Drunik is going to, as quiet as this man has ever fucking been, he backed the fuck up. I am not going to fuck with this thing by myself.
It seems to finish its feeding, and the manticore falls back. And
if it stops feeding, or it looks like it's about to stop feeding, Drunik will go still again.
You go still, and you watch as its head kind of similar to a cat or a lizard, it suddenly perks up and his head begins to turn. And we're gonna end the session there.
Fuck!
I didn't say its name this time. It wasn't my fault.
No one has.
No, did I?
No, someone definitely said its name. The fucking sand guy with the crystal said its name.
Yeah, no, this is true.
So it's him. We can blame it on him.
I swear to God, if he ends up biting us in the ass like the Runelord did when you didn't let me kill it, I said that fucking should have died, regardless of the flirting between him and Nixie.
Well, he did warn Nixie about it. He just said the name, which kind of...
I didn't flirt with him. What the fuck?
Yeah, she absolutely
No,
did.
but he's been flirting with you.
No, he has not.
That's called denial.
That was so quiet.
Copium. That's called copium. That's huffing so much copium.
So yeah, something of a more roleplay heavy session.
I do have a coin. Probably doesn't do shit, but I've got the coin.
Ooh.
Because it's only a second rank invisibility, so it probably just goes, I can fucking see you.
Or doesn't have a sense that relies on sight.
Hey,
Even though it has a
clutching-
giant eye.
Yeah.
I'm clutching at straws here, alright? Fuck.
Say, I
Yep,
opened
yep,
up this
yep, yep,
session being like, hey, we kind of need a session where we kind of, ratchet things down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll take it. I will keep the tension ratcheted up so the others can relax. I get plenty of relaxation when they're like, we're gonna deal with the problem. Like, I'm
Gave
gonna
us a
eat
week,
pie.
my guy. A week. And now it doesn't seem like a week when that man is out there.
You will still have a week if you wish to leave early.
God.
That is a possibility.
He did say 2 days to a week. So
Don't say that, Ish. Don't.
I'm sorry.
He just confirmed a week.
Speaking as the GM, you have a week.
Okay.
No Somnoloo before.
Yeah, there we go. Somnalu. Fucking
Somnoloo.
Somnoloo. Summon the loop.
Oh, because, like, yeah, Somnia.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yep. That took me way too many weeks to realize.
Oh no, you're fine.
Insomnia on the loo.
Can
We can call him Blue Man.
Otherwise known as
Oh, we have the cucking man. Great. We have completely destroyed any gravitas for these massive fucking assholes.
I'm pretty sure it's fine.
Wait till you find out. Wait till Drunic finds out there's a bunch of giant cyclops spiders that are
No, that's
watching
cool.
our every move constantly.
Holy shit. Don't tell me.
And
to the
Arabetta has to
spiders.
somehow bring the party together and be like, hey, guys, so a giant spider told me that we're godlings, and I don't know how to feel about that.
I'm sorry, that's probably going to be beaten by Drunic suddenly over the fucking mic going, I found it! I found the bounty! Run!
Or Nixie basically telling you guys what she heard.
Yeah.
Arabetta has to do it, but I don't think you'll like it.
Meanwhile, Shadron just had a really nice chat with a really cool guy.
Yeah. You had a pretty okay day, actually.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can go underground.
Probably.
If it can't go through, I might have an out. I might just have to do the diggy hole.
You're not gonna
Maybe
dig
you
hole.
can't
You're
get
not
me
gonna
if I
dig hole
diggy
for
hole.
tens of thousand people.
Oh my god, you're gonna turn
No.
into a goblin.
Fuck, I'm worried about a week from now. I'm worried about Drunic getting away from this fucking thing if it turns
Oh,
around
okay.
sees it.
You turning into
I'll just
a goblin.
diggy hole and pray that it can't follow me.
Yeah, he's turning into a sand.
I'm really glad we took that feat now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I said,
Getting
ending the session there.
to Frail.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of stuff
sad.
was
Thank you, thank you.
revealed.
Yeah,
A lot of
there's
stuff was revealed. Nixie's having a crisis.
Yeah.
Her god is ignoring her. Yes. Nixie will take all of the hugs. Yes.
Honestly, very fair.
Move.
But with our heroes beginning to prepare the evacuation of the city to save who remains from whatever disaster may befall when they leave, things are beginning to reveal themselves. And although the more mundane process of evacuation is going to be a challenge in and of itself, it seems that other forces outside of the material plane are also taking an interest in the events as they unfold. But if you want to watch and see how these events unfold, you'll have to join us at 7 p.m. next Wednesday for Revenge of the Runelords for Pathfinder 2nd Edition by Paizo Publishing, powered by Foundry VTT. Music is by Michael Gelfi, at least for the time being. I'm not sure if I have anything else in the way of announcements. Socials. I will do announcements and things like that.
Go look at his Patreon. Go look at Black Magic Powder and Plot.
Hell yeah.
And the Disc Rider and everything else. And the YouTube channel.
The links to that will be getting updated soon, because I want to be pushing people towards RPG Trader. It's a reasonably new website. Like, it only launched a week or two ago, and they're Australian based. The site's like super good, and it's been really easy to use. I've loved it. But with all that said, who are we rating? Dwarf, are you staying up?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna play more Tainted Grail and probably die.
Because that didn't look very good.
It has been fun so far. It was either that or blow up robots, but we'll do Tainted Grail.
Yeah.
Oh, come look. I need to fix my computer more.
Well, I hope everyone enjoyed the session regardless.
Yes.
Yes, it was fun.
Yeah.
Did you say I guess it was fun?
We'll have to get together, Obscura, and start preparing my backup character in case this all goes shit sideways.
Or something.
Druidic just wandered into the woods one day and then he disappeared and he never came back.
God damn.
Which realistically wouldn't mean anything to him because he's done it before.
All right. Well, I'm going to get that raid all sorted and ready to go.
Same for those watching me on my end.
I'm going to jump out of the...
As well, because I need to go to the toilet.
Also, goddamn you guys with the fucking tour bus again. Fuck off. Bullshit.
I was delayed. I'm
I
going to run out
not long ago. Fuck you guys.
All right.
Thank you for the session. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Well, I hope everyone has a good day, a good night, a good week, no matter where you are in the world. And remember, as always, we are the storytellers. Good night, everyone.
Bye. I'm also the dark and creepy.